Wow, what a way to start. Ta-ring!
Yeah, my phone's usually silent at this point.
So, here's a cold open for you. I've been watching a lot of these like cop videos, you know, like people doing crazy arrests or like someone calls a disturbance, and so I'm just watching like it's basically like police body cams.
Yeah.
I've been watching these on and off for the past year. Today I got to be a part of one.
That doesn't require more context at all.
No, not at all. I don't know if body cams are rolling actually, but it's a nice weekend weather-wise today. So I was like, oh, I need to start, you know, doing some spring cleaning and making room in the garage. So started working on that. And then I had my earbuds in listening to music with my garage door open and I'm the end unit of I'm an end townhouse unit by a busy road, like a main road. Last time I did this, people thought I was having a garage sale. So they'd come in like, oh, what are you selling? But not this time. This time, a lady walked up to me, or walked up to the garage, clearly in distress, and said, "Can you help me, please?" I said, "Sure." What's going? First, I didn't have my earbuds in, so I didn't hear her. I turned around, and she was like in the garage. I'm like, "Oh, like hi," and I took my earbuds out. She's like, "Hi, can you help me, please? Can I use your phone to call my mom?" I was like, "Sure, yeah." And she was kind of disheveled and looked kind of homeless.
How old are we talking here, too?
Hard to tell. I think there's been a lot of
10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 60.
Let's say 20 to 40 age.
Okay.
Hard to tell. There's been a lot of substance abuse, so hard to gauge at that point. This person,
Smoochie, when he says, "How are you feeling?" He says, "I don't know. I'm pretty fucked up right now. It's hard to gauge."
Right? So I was gonna give her my phone, but then I looked at her hands and she had blood all over her hands.
Oh shit.
So I was like, oh, this is more serious than I thought. So I got her outside and she kind of like fell over on the lawn. I was like, "What's the phone number?" So she gave me a phone number. I put it on speaker. I didn't give her my phone. I held it to her.
Yeah.
And her mom answered, and her mom was like, "Where are you? Like, I love you. Tell me where you are." And clearly she was like trying to figure out where she was. And I
kind of address. Yeah.
I didn't know at that point, like who was what and what the situation was. So I asked the lady, I'm like, "Can I tell her where you are?" And so she said, yes. So I gave her my address. She said, "Okay, we're coming. We'll be there. We'll be there in a few minutes." So they showed up. They were there for 2 minutes. And I had noticed before when I was cleaning the garage, there's a lot of police in the area, like, which is abnormal on a Sunday. I saw a lot of cruisers going up and down the road. So I'm like, oh, something must be going on. Anyways, the mother shows up within 10 minutes. I went inside and I got gloves and a first aid kit, and I patched up her hands and kind of washed them. It just looked like cuts on her knuckles and fingers a little bit. I didn't look too much deeper than that. I just kind of made sure she was good. I got her some water. She was very clearly inebriated or in something. She opened a beer and started drinking a beer on the lawn. So I went and got her a bottle of water and said, "Here, like, have some of this."
Please.
And then her mother showed up and they were talking, and then the cops showed up and they're like, "Oh, is this so-and-so?" And I said, "Yes, this is her." She's like, "Oh, we've been looking for her for several hours now. Someone reported her missing. And we need to check her for any self-harm." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't look that hard. I just was getting the blood, like a little bit of wiped some blood off her hands and got like band-aids on her." And the cops kind of rudely, like, having watched all these videos, I know I've seen good cops and bad cops. These were, I would say, on the less sensitive side of the cops. They basically came in like, clearly this person's having a mental issue right now. Maybe don't just start grabbing her and saying, I need to check you, and start pulling up her sleeves. And there are clear evidence of self-harm. So that got a little bit insensitive. She started yelling threats about what she was going to do to herself and blah, blah, blah. And it kind of like just spiraled out of control. 5 cruisers were around my house. I had 8 cops on my lawn. All try to get this girl. They ended up just like putting her in handcuffs and dragging into her car and saying, we're taking her to the hospital to get psych. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I feel like this could have been handled so much differently.
Weird.
But the mother and father were there, and they were very appreciative that I called them and did I did what I could. I tried.
Were they the ones who did the missing thing? Or?
It was their other children had made the call. So the missing person's siblings called them.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Interesting.
But it's just been a bit of a.
So did you Google her?
No, I'm not anything. I'm just
we're gonna do that now.
Hey, join the hunt. So.
And this is their Facebook account. Oh.
Yeah, right. So, but she kept asking me, why do you care? Like, why are you helping me? And I just kept saying, like, you're a person, and like, you heard on the phone, like, your mom loves you. People love you. People are here for you. But why are you helping me? I'm like, because you asked me for help. Why wouldn't I help someone who's asking me for help? Right. So
clearly not in a good state of mind.
No, she wasn't. So I hope she's okay. But yeah, it's been it's an interesting afternoon. And then I had to go back to that. Took up 2 hours of my day, and then I didn't get my garage cleaned.
Garage did not get cleaned. Yay.
Garage did not get cleaned. It was getting dark, and everything went back in the garage.
Finally stops procrastinating, and the world procrastinates for him.
Right? I had all weekend to do it, and I couldn't do it. I find that one time to do it, not allowed. World says no.
Could have been doing it right now.
Could be. Now look where I am. Yeah.
Well, that's an exciting story. How am I supposed to follow that up?
Let's go. Do your best.
I was gonna save my best till the end.
Wow. But see, put you in the spot.
I'm still saving my best till the end.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I have been going to my brother-in-law's place every week to work on the 4-wheeler.
Okay, good.
The list of repairs so far. So when I got it,
what do you want? You want context here? No. Yeah. If someone's first episode, they didn't know why you're going to your brother-in-law.
Well, my brother-in-law's a mechanic, so I'm going to his place because he has a garage with heat and he knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. But I also bought a 4-wheeler for $3,000, which is, let's say, almost half what it's worth. Mm-hmm. So it needs work. I figured it was going to need work when I bought it, but I didn't know how much work and what work. So that's play with it and figure out kind of thing. So when I got it, like I said before, I had to replace the ignition switch. So that was done. But I noticed there was a problem with it running badly. Only when you gave it throttle, it started and stuff fine. So I ended up buying a new carburetor for it. And that came with a throttle cable. So we replaced the carburetor and throttle cable, and that problem was solved. While ordering that, I noticed the same company also had airbox for it, and mine had a few broken clips around the outside that keep it closed. No. I'm like, well, if I want it to be waterproof and not let dirt in, I should probably order a new airbox. That's a story all on its own because the pictures did not match the actual item. And I contacted support and let them know that a piece was missing, which I needed to put it back together. It was basically a 90-degree airline that it uses for like a vent hose for something. Mm-hmm. It's not critically important. There's one on the old airbox, but the guy who I got it from had glued it on, so I can't just remove it and reuse it.
Yeah.
So I contacted them. They sent me another one saying, "Oh, sorry for the mistake. Here's another one." It arrived here the next day, and it gets here, and it's got the exact same
Same
stuff in
part.
the box. So I contacted them again, said, "Look, this is the exact same, and here's where it doesn't match the listing," which is what I told them in the first place. And they said they're going to escalate it. And then 2 days later, they said, "Sorry, you're right. We'll update our listing, and here's a refund."
Okay.
So luckily that second one came with a second 90-degree elbow that I needed from a different part on it. From like there's the main part of your box on the front of it. There was one, but the hose that comes off it and goes to the carburetor is the part that was missing it. So I took off the one part and put it on the other part from the second one. And I have a spare air box now, and I have a second filter for it too.
Nice.
Because it uses not the standard stock filter. Then after we got the carburetor problem solved and new carburetor on, we noticed a weird sound when you turn the engine off, like a whining sound that slows down. Like, that's weird. So my brother-in-law just busts out the Google and starts searching. People say, okay, that's the one-way bearing in the clutch that's the problem. So he tears it open just right there, then and there, starts ripping apart the clutches and opens up the dry clutch, then gets into the wet clutch, and there it is. The one-way bearing is going both ways. It's only supposed to go one way, like a ratchet.
Yeah.
So I order a new bearing that night, and I need a new gasket for the wet clutch.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it? Housing. And I ordered
gasket.
both of those. I had to get them from 2 separate sites because nobody had both. The people who had the carburetor and the airbox had the bearing, but they didn't have the gasket. So I ordered the gasket from another company. I don't know if you care about company names too, but the first company that had the carburetor, airbox, and clutch is Niche Industries. They're American based out of Michigan, but they have a depot in New Dundee.
Oh, nice.
Which is right close.
That's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was good. That's why shipping was so quick. The carburetor actually took longer because they shipped it Canada Post, whereas everything else they've shipped FedEx. And then the gasket I ordered from Revco, and Revco's shipping is trash because they ship it from their warehouse to their sorting facility, which I believe are both in Quebec. And then once it reaches a sorting facility, then they ship it out like 2 days later with Canada Post.
Wow.
So that took like
forever.
A full 5 days, 7 days to get here, I think. Which it was free shipping, so I can't really complain. But in their survey, I still said,
kind of want a little bit,
you know,
a little bit faster.
It would have been nice to know when I ordered how long it was going to take, especially when it's a freaking gasket. Anyway, that was taking so long, and what hadn't shipped out yet the day before I needed it. So I also ordered one on Amazon just to be like, bam, let's see what happens if it gets here. So the Amazon one got here, and the other one got here the same day, the day I needed it. But I compared the two, and the Amazon one was really cheap, and the holes weren't quite right. So I figure it was probably, made by someone in their garage with a laser cutter or something like that. But the other one was much better quality, like an actual brand name. So I kept that one and sent back the Amazon one because you can. At the same time, I had to send back another Amazon thing, a water temperature sensor that I got. It arrived dead. No resistance through it at all. The cigarette lighter was all rusted out, so I ripped that out and put in USB ports instead, which also has a voltage meter on it, which is kind of nice to have. I installed a winch because I went to Canadian Tire and picked up a winch they had on clearance, a 4,000 pound regular $400 or something like that. It was on for 119.
Oh, nice.
So I found that it was in stock in my store and went and got it. They had a couple more. I almost grabbed a second one to resell, but there was another guy on Facebook selling one, so I'm like, whatever. And he was selling it for $400, $300, something like that.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to get a winch mounting plate for that. So I got that with the gasket from Revco just to get free shipping. Yeah. I also got a neutral switch, which is like a neutral sensor, which just tells what gear you're in, basically. Yep. It does all the gears. So, but that one I ordered off of Amazon, and that came in and worked. I got a new Pepcock knob, which I got off Amazon as well. I ordered the whole Pepcock, and all I needed was the knob because it was $23. Why not? There was also a crack in the clutch cover. When we did that, we noticed there was a crack, so we just sealed that up with some like plastic epoxy stuff. So that was fine.
Some JB Weld,
basically, yeah. Installed a receiver hinge. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, I don't need a receiver hitch. Saw that a few weeks ago, And then the guy had it for $80, and I looked online and it was worth 89 US. I'm like, I'll offer him 50.
Yeah.
So I did, and he took it.
No, yeah. Nice.
And I went and met with that guy, and he was very chatty. And he's like, yeah, I retired 30 years ago, and I'm only 67 now. And I went and took 10 years off and toured the US all over. He's like banging chicks left, right, and center. I bought a Porsche, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, guy.
Wow.
He worked in aerospace engineering before that. And I don't know how much is true, but he's living in this like townhouse that was nothing too fancy. And but he did have his four-wheeler in the garage and it looked decent. Yeah, he says his summer car is a Dodge Viper, but it's not there right now. So has his all-wheel drive Ford Focus instead.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about his wife and him. So he has his second marriage, and he had a big house before he toured the US. But his son said, why bother living here? It's just you. I'm moving out, go to school. And so that's when he sold his house and went and toured the US for 10 years. Then he met his wife and settled down. Yeah.
Wow. World traveler.
Apparently. Well, US at least.
US travel. National traveler. Sorry.
Yeah. So receiver hitch, that's done.
Was that receiver? Is that random? Sorry, random question. Yeah. Receiver hitch specifically made for your ATV?
Yeah, it's made for a bunch of them.
Okay.
Basically anything with independent rear suspension.
Gotcha. Okay.
It basically works for. He said it wasn't made for his. I think his was a newer Grizzly, from what I could tell. I didn't look at it hard, and he also had changed out all the stickers, and he showed me that he relocated the battery. He relocated it into the back box, like the one-up seat box thing.
Okay.
For some reason, and he installed a stereo on it and speakers, and it was weird, but whatever. He said he was going to put it on his, but it wasn't meant for it, and he just never got around to it. And then he realized he never tows it anyway. Yeah. The only thing I really plan on using it for is at least I have a receiver, like a hitch that is a D hook for towing out.
Yeah.
So I'll use it for that at least. If not a trailer sometime. Yeah.
We're towing my mini bike out. That's what it's for.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We wouldn't need that, would we? So I also installed a storage box. You know, my mission cases. There's my cases that I have, Pelican cases.
Mm-hmm.
So I installed one of them on the front rack, and I installed a bigger one on the back rack. So those are both. The back one I still have to silicone in to waterproof it, but everything else is good.
Nice.
I discovered that we have leaking front tires. So my brother-in-law, who's a mechanic, is taking them to work with him tomorrow to just rebead them, and maybe it'll need new valve stems. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
He said it might be just leaking around the valve stem. Who knows? That's common.
Tubeless then, I'm assuming?
I think so, yes. Okay. Unless someone's put tubes in them, but if they're leaking and they have tubes, then new tubes. But
yeah,
that'll be probably more complicated. So hopefully he gets that done. We'll see. And then Tuesday, I'm going over to his place to put in the new coolant temperature sensor, because that's definitely defective right now.
Mm-hmm.
We measured it with a multimeter, and it's reading 20 ohms, and it should be reading 2.7 kilo ohms during normal 20-degree weather without warming up. We didn't even have any water temperature because it seems to come on all over the place. So it's sporadic and weird. But I got a new one, and I got it from Royal Distributing.
Okay.
So decent brand.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. And Royal Distributing's shipping was also slow. That was really kind of disappointing because they're only in Guelph. But with that, to get free shipping, I ordered something else that I'll talk about later, and a new fuel vent hose, because the fuel cap vent hose, because my four-wheeler didn't come with one. The last thing that I bought that is not necessarily for the four-wheeler, but basically is a new helmet.
Ooh.
I did not need a new helmet.
I like new helmets though. Yeah, I like new helmets.
I thought you might. And
so what is it?
What it looks like. I'm going to bring it up here.
Am I going to be jealous?
I hope so.
Okay.
This is it.
Oh, we went full icon.
I did icon.
That's not an ATV helmet though.
I know that.
That's a street helmet.
Does it matter? And then
I mean, no
sunglasses inside too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
So I got that. It's a large. I was asking you about what Bluetooth headset your buddy has for communication
Yep.
for intercoms, because this guy had one built in that was that same brand as your friend's, but I think it was a lower model that can only pair with one other one.
Yeah.
He offered to sell me that for $50 with the helmet, because I went to go pick it up and he wasn't home. So his girlfriend brought it down, but he's like, you'll have to remove the headset unless you want to buy that. So I just removed it because I didn't know the brand at the time.
Yeah.
And $50 for it is nothing great when I can get a knockoff one for $50 that will work better and pair with a bunch of them.
Pair with more things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't bother because of that. He also never replied to me when I said, hey, no, he did reply about that. Anyway, she accidentally gave me another lens for a totally different headset or a helmet
yeah.
But I also got a clear one with this as well. So if I ever do want to switch to clear, because it is tinted. So
yeah.
So I can easily swap that out to the clear one.
Nice.
Yes.
So that means you're buying a street bike then as well.
No, this is my 4-wheeler helmet. No need for a street bike.
Always needs for street bikes.
No, Josh, you need a dirt bike.
I know. I do. One day.
And just buy a second street bike instead.
There's a lot of really cheap street bikes. All right. I saw one today for $800 and I was like, ooh, that's a really good deal.
It's because nobody could afford insurance on them or gas.
Yeah. Actually, no, it'd be better than a car because it's cheaper on gas.
Yes, but worse on insurance. I don't
Maybe.
know. Replacement cost is low. I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way, you've got one you need to sell. So
that's right. So that's what I was also going to try to do that today, was take that mini bike out, pressure wash it because it still got mud on it from when we went last fall. So I could sell the one mini bike, but the world had other plans.
Yeah, apparently it wanted you to be a good Samaritan.
Apparently.
You should have told her you should come back when she's cleaned up and sober.
Come back later, please. I'm busy right now.
No. I mean, I hope you're doing okay. I hope I helped you. When you clean up and you're sober, come back and visit me.
Well, that's true. I have her parents' parents' phone number, so
yeah,
you can always text them, ask how she's doing.
I'm surprised that you wanted to help. So
yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
people care.
So when is your 4-wheeler slated to be completely finished?
I don't know yet. So I am taking it out this weekend.
Okay.
It's Easter weekend, and we have Friday off. I'm going to load it up on the trailer on Tuesday when we finish working on it. Hopefully we can get a few things done. There's at least one more thing I know it needs, which is steering bushing.
Okay.
It's not critical, but I did take it for a drive.
Okay.
On my brother-in-law's street the other day, after we were working on it on Thursday, I think it was, and up and down the street, and I had it over 50 kilometers an hour easily. I just pinned it. Just pinned it. At first he's like, oh, it seems like it's doing good. I can keep up with you on the electric bicycle he was riding. He had borrowed some from his friend for hunting. I guess they use it for hunting now. It's interesting. But I just pinned it because he said he could keep up with me. So I just showed him he couldn't.
Took off. Yeah. Nice.
My eyes are watering. I can barely see anything. I got to steer around this snowbank. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
I didn't wear the helmet. I should have, but I just
don't admit to that. Don't admit to that online. People get mad at you.
We went to take it out once, and then I'm like, no, I smell burning rubber. We need to put it back in. And then we realized that something in the clutch wasn't in right. There's these teeth that slide onto a shaft, and those teeth had clearly been worn and twisted at some point. So we had to pull it all back apart and figure out where that was and why it wasn't sliding in. We noticed this when we put it together the first time when we finished the clutch, but it just didn't line up right. So we had to file down some of those teeth and get things to slide in correctly. So after we did that, it was later. And then I'm just like, nope, I'm just taking it for a quick rip down the road.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So I went back and forth like 3 times and then brought her in and parked it. It was like 9:30 at night. I'm sure his neighbors didn't love it. He's like, well, at least one neighbor can't complain because he's his landlord.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I have a list of things to look at. Oh, and we know one headlight doesn't work as well.
That should be an easy fix, hopefully.
Yeah. So water temperature sensor, fuel vent cap hose, install throttle cable. No, install throttle cable cover on the carburetor because that was left to be done later. Silicone that one box. Look at why the front brakes are weak. Hopefully the tires are fixed. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I still need to do the steering bushing. I need to order one. No, I did order one. I ordered it from Amazon. Yes.
Okay. Very nice.
So, who knows when it'll come in because it's a third-party shipper on Amazon. Those are always.
Oh yeah, it could take forever. You never know.
Could be. It did say the timeline was that it would be delivered by, I think, the 4th of April. That's the latest.
It's not bad. Usually they're about 2 to 3 weeks shipping. So
depends if it's coming from the US or China or whatever it is, but it looked like it was not going to be bad. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course I start looking at other things like, oh, I wonder if I should put a dash cam on it.
No, you get a helmet cam. That's why.
Am I going to do a helmet cam though? Am I actually going to do that?
Yes.
I do own GoPro.
I keep waiting for like the well, I want to get the Insta360 because then I can just pop it on top and it will just get everything and I don't have to worry about anything. So
me too, but that makes editing more because you need to then frame it if you want to make a video out of it.
It does it all for you.
It records 360 though, and you can grab that in any orientation if you want to make a non-360 video.
Yeah.
But you got to tell it which way to face.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I want to look over here, then I'll look over here, then look over here.
Yeah, let's work.
Yeah. Well, sure. But you have way more options.
I doubt I'm buying a Insta360 anytime soon. I never see deals on them. I did see one not long ago. I think it was $250, like last week.
I saw that one too, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good deal. I should be." Like, it was the X3, right?
I think so.
There was an X3 that popped up, and I was like, "That's really cheap," and then it was gone within an hour. It was gone. So
that's right. I have other things to buy right now.
Yeah, fair.
Like a new helmet.
Like a new helmet.
No, I want to get intercom next. That's the next thing that I'm looking at. Once all the repairs are good to go.
Yeah.
Intercom is the next thing.
Yeah, that'll make things a lot easier.
Yeah, for the trails. I almost bought it for having this weekend. So when I take it up this weekend to my parents' place, I'm planning on having my wife follow us on the Cowie because the Cowie is running. Did I tell you that?
No. So
my parents came up and visited a couple weeks ago, and my dad updated me on the Cowie. So he's had the Cowie, but this is my parents' side-by-side, the 6-seater that we talked about and we took on the last trip. At the last trip, it was running weird. And my dad thought it sounded like some kind of misfiring problem. He took it to his mechanic who said, oh, it sounds like the bottom end of the motor, which sounds weird because that's not what I thought it was either. But he's a mechanic, so we'll let him. Anyway, he's had it since October and hasn't done anything on it. My dad's just been kind of being nice and letting him, work on other stuff because he also does snowmobiles. So he's busy in the winter for that. He's busy in the summer for 4-wheelers. But he finally went to go visit him. Just stop in and be like, hey, hurry up. What are you doing? He wasn't home. He was on a 4-wheeler trip. So my dad talked to his wife and said, well, he's had it since October. I don't want to be a jerk, but like, this is ridiculous. So his wife says, no, that's ridiculous. We got to get that done. So then my dad gets a phone call from the guy the next day and the guy says, I don't think I want to take on this job. It's too big. An engine rebuild.
Oh, since October. Wow.
Since October. So my dad says, what are you talking about? You've had it since October. You haven't even looked at it. You don't even know if that's really the problem yet. And so he's like, yeah, you're right. I should take a look at it. So I guess him and his buddies got looking at it, or maybe his employees, I have no idea, got looking at it and realized it's actually 2 separate problems.
Okay.
One of them is just like my dad didn't describe it well, but it sounds to me like on an older vehicle would be the distributor cap.
Okay.
Or nowadays you'd think it would be the ignition coil, but whatever. It was misfiring. So that was causing the misfiring problems, the rough idle we could tell. But then there was a weird low end sound that the mechanic heard and thought it was let's say the
bottom end,
crankshaft or something like that, or the cam bearings or something like that. Thinking it was the bottom end of the motor. But that sound turned out to just be a dry clutch. Oh. So the clutch was completely dry because my parents haven't done maintenance on it in years. So that was the problem with that. Those two things combined made him think it was a major problem. So that plus the regular maintenance they hadn't done, $750 and it's fixed.
Oh, wow. Easy.
Yeah. As opposed to like, $3,000 or.
Yeah. You could buy a new machine for that basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
No, not quite, but. Well, that's good.
I just bought one. Look at the problems I have. And it's a 1-seater, not a 6-seater.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like it's a 6-seater. It's so versatile, especially with like families, and like it's worth spending a little bit of money to keep it going.
Yeah. So. Yep. So that is good. It is working. So hopefully we can take that out. Maybe with my parents, maybe not. Maybe it'll be Cynthia and the kids, or maybe it'll be my parents plus Cynthia and the kids go for a ride behind me on the 4-wheeler so I can get it on the road and actually try it out, and then hopefully get it to trails. I might go to the trails near the gravel pit near my uncle's place if we can do that. We'll see. That's probably the closest trails to my parents' place that I can think of. There are a couple roads that are like gravel roads. We took the other way that one time near Flesherton, that direction, but I don't know whether we're going to go that way or what we're going to do yet, but we'll see what my parents want to do, if they're even interested in going, and if the weather's good, because it could be the bad weather too.
It could be bad. Yeah. You never know.
And then I'll just take it down the road or on my parents' property or something like that. And try it out because it needs a good try.
Go find a dead end road and make it not a dead end.
Maybe.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That's okay. Saves me from talking. I saw a couple of motorbikes that I was interested in. They pop up and they go away so quick. That's just not feasible. So
even out of season.
Yeah.
Although it's getting close now, so I can see people probably getting the fever.
It's gonna start popping off here shortly. So, but instead I spent my money on buying another trailer.
You mean the trailer that you sent to me for me to buy? And I said, not right now. I did a lot of repairs on this 4-wheeler.
And then I was like, all right, sounds like me then.
Like, price is too good to be true.
Yeah. So it's a 4x8 folding trailer. It folds in half and then stands up, so you can store it in my garage. One of the reasons I was doing the spring cleaning today, so that I could hopefully fit it in my garage. It's currently not in my garage. My neighbors have been gone for about a month or so, and I know the landlord because they were our neighbors before they moved out. So I knew the house was empty, the garage was empty. So when I bought the trailer, I just stuck it in my neighbor's garage because it's just empty. So it's been in there for a couple of weeks, and then we let them know. Of course, my wife sent the wife a text, said, "Hey, Josh put a trailer in there just for a little bit till he can clean room in our garage." And they said, "Yeah, no problem." Anyways, we found out that it's going to be rented out as of April 1st. So I was like, all right, well, this weekend I really got to buckle down and make room in the garage, get it to fit in there. And then I got a text yesterday morning from the husband and sent me a text of my trailer and said, "Hey, is this yours?" And I said, "Yes, it is. I'm getting it out this weekend." He said, "Okay. New tenants are moving in today."
Oh.
I said, "Okay, I will get it out today then." So I unpacked it and towed it around, and I took it to work because I don't have an option at this point. So I just stuck it in my work garage for a couple of days until I can make my...
I could have stored it in the backyard for you.
It doesn't roll well on pavement, so I don't know how well it would roll on.
We do have those carts we could have put it on too.
Oh, fair enough. Anyways, so it's at work for now until I can make some space. When I picked it up, it was cheap. It was only like $500 bucks, yeah. $550, something like that. Like those things go for $1,200 bucks all day. So
with nothing on top. Yeah.
Just a bare trailer. Yeah. So he had it for that price. I messaged him right away. I said, "Yeah, I'm interested." I made sure to ask if he had the ownership, and he said, "Oh, I don't have the ownership, but I can give you a bill of sale." I said, "Unfortunately, like I need an ownership. Like I'm not going to take a bill of sale, go and get an ownership, then pay to transfer the ownership. They could just they're going to call you anyway to come and do this, so you might as well just go and get it." I said, "Let me know when you get an ownership, and I'll come the same day." He said, "No problem." I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that was the end of it. The next day, he messages me, "Yep, I got the ownership. When can you come?" I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm coming tonight." So,
I told you same day, so I guess I'm committed.
I guess I'm coming tonight. Yeah. So
tell my wife.
I didn't. Yeah, I had to tell my wife all of a sudden. I'm like, I'm going to get a trailer. She was like, "What?" So, picked it up. It didn't have a working right tail light, only a working left. So I towed it back, no license plate and only one working light, but I got it back to during the day, thankfully, I managed to, it was still light out. So not the end of the world. Got it back. And then I spent last weekend fixing the lights. I tested a bunch of things, figured it must be wiring somewhere. So I pulled all the wiring out, rerouted the new wiring, when I put the new wiring up to the lights, everything worked. And then I hardwired it all in, and then I tested the lights again, and same problem. The right tail light doesn't work. I was like, this is great. So I know sometimes it usually means it's a ground issue, right? Like it's not grounding properly. So where it grounds at the tongue of the trailer, and then when I brought the ground further up, closer to the taillights, and grounded it to the frame, then it worked.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I'll just have to run a secondary ground further up the trailer. And then I was trying to find a spot where I could mount it properly, and I couldn't think of anything. And I ended up touching the bolt of the mounting bracket that the taillight is attached to.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, it's there. I guess I could strip a piece, loop it around the bolt, and then tighten the bolt up around it, and it can just sit there. And then I was like, okay, so I'll loosen that off. I'll put one wrench on one side, one wrench on the other side, and went to tighten it, and the light turned on. So I went, oh, that's great. Tighten. Everything works. So I spent an hour rewiring a trailer and lights and testing, and all I had to do was tighten a bolt, and everything would work fine.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah. And then in the midst of my testing, I blew a bulb because I crossed a thing. So I had to go buy new light bulbs for that thing. And then, yeah, it's been great. That whole day.
A make work project.
It literally was. Something could have been done in 5 minutes, and instead it took me an hour to do everything.
30 seconds.
Yeah. If I just went.
If you knew.
Yeah. If you knew. So. The joys.
I realized that I did not tell you total cost of four-wheeler so far.
Okay. Yep. Good to know.
$3,675.96.
And 3,000 of that is the ATV itself.
Yep.
Yeah. So only $600 in ish.
675. Yep.
Not bad.
That's not including. I did buy lights for it, some LED light bars, but they're shitty, so I'm just gonna put them on the back for reverse and buy some better ones for the front later. Okay. And I didn't tell you how much I paid for the helmet.
So your helmet was that you bought that secondhand? Then I'm assuming because it came with the okay. Yep.
How much do you guess? You know those are like.
I know that helmet is roughly 350,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. $100.
$100.
Yeah.
I think he had it for 120, and I offered 100.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad.
And I also, because I put it on, it's a large. Mm-hmm. To me, it doesn't look like it's been worn a lot.
Okay.
So the padding inside is pretty thick. I usually wear an extra large, but based on head measurement, I went with a large because that's what it should be for me, at least for this brand. My other helmet is loose as an extra large.
Yeah.
But I put this one on and it feels tight. Like it makes me claustrophobic in it.
Oh.
So
helmets are supposed to be tight. You don't want
Yes,
them.
it feels too tight.
Okay.
Like I started heating up. Anyway, so I mentioned to my brother-in-law that, and he's like, "Yeah, that's totally normal. It should be tight.
It'll stretch out a little bit
It'll
too.
stretch out, especially when you sweat in it a few times." And so anyway, I was ordering from Royal Distributing, and I added on cheek pads, extra large size cheek pads, because that's where I felt like the biggest pressure was. So I just ordered a set of those. It was $50, but I just figured I'm going to get them, and if I need them, I have them. I also saw people who would take the stock cheek pads or the stock padding and remove foam from it,
Okay.
and then restitch it. I'm like, I don't want to screw with that. I'm just going to get these. Whatever. Worst case, they sit in a box and I don't need them. But best case, they make the helmet fit even better for me. We'll see.
Yeah.
And the helmet also has spots in it for headphones. So they're right behind that cheek pad. So I'm going to be taking that out to put the headphones in anyway. So why not swap them out and stuff? So I made the helmet cost more, but at the same time,
if it works better for you, then yeah.
We'll see. And if these do go in and they end up being loose to later on, I can just go back to the large size ones.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because it is the same helmet.
Again, that's the difference between like you're wearing a street helmet. It's meant for speed. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's got to fit tight. Otherwise, it'll be shaking around in your head so much because of the speed and the wind turbulence. So off-road, again, it's usually more open for airflow, and they've got that guard on your mouth, right? That bigger. So because when you start breathing heavy, you need that space for airflow.
Yeah. So we'll see. I also had a conversation with my boss the other day that reminded me of Josh.
Oh.
So I don't remember how we got onto the topic, but he told me that over the past several years, his street bike that is older like yours, and he's just had it since like he worked at BlackBerry early on with me at the same time. And he's just always had it and never going to get rid of it. Right. It's his first and only bike. And he loves it, but he's been having issues with it that over the winter, the battery would die, even on a battery charger or a tender.
Okay.
He could not figure out why. So he bought a new battery for it, and the problem continued. So he's troubleshooting it. He's buying parts for it. He put a new stator in. It didn't help. He's troubleshooting everything and can't figure out what's going on. Buys another battery for it.
Oh, geez.
Same problem. So I guess he got talking to someone who said to go talk to Battery Depot on Lawrence Avenue.
Yeah.
He talks to Battery Depot and they're like, don't buy your motorcycle battery from the motorcycle shops, because they often have batteries that have been sitting on the shelf for a long time, or sometimes they sell shitty batteries that are either refurbed or not taken care of or whatever else, and they're just not good batteries to begin with. And he named the brand, but I can't remember what brand it was. And the guy right away knew that was the brand that he's seen problems people talk of before. So he bought a battery from Battery Depot, took it out, put it in the motorcycle, and he no longer has issues with batteries.
Really?
Huh. Yeah. So his battery no longer has the exact issue you've described, where it dies over the winter, even though it's charged or on a charger or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's worth a shot if that could be the problem. Maybe check out Battery Depot.
Yeah. Where we buy, that's where we buy all of our batteries for our trucks and our loaders and everything is from them.
It seems like everybody deals with them. Everybody who knows anything about batteries deals with them.
Yeah.
Or anybody who does works on vehicles buys from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to know. I mean, my battery is only $60, so not the end of the.
But if it's the cause of all your headaches, that would suck.
So I think what I was doing is I was actually just cooking my batteries because I left them on a charger and not a maintainer.
Oh, okay.
So this year I have it on a maintainer.
Gotcha.
So we'll see if it works.
Which the maintainer, I assume, has intelligence where it says, is it low? No. Okay, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Is it low? Okay, it's low. Give it a little juice.
Give it a little bit of charge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
We will see. Whereas before it was just like, battery charger. It's constantly getting 2 amps at all times.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. That's good. That would be good.
Yeah.
All right. What you got? What else you do?
Oh, man. What else did I do? My wife got a new job.
Oh, she did talk about that.
Yeah. She her previous job was being a bitch. And so she said, "See you later, bitches." And now she works at a place where it's only 3 days a week, part-time, 30 hours a week. But that less than 10 hours difference, if we minus the childcare cost that we were forced to pay when she was working full-time, we actually come out the same. So she works less. She works less and gets paid the same.
Okay.
In terms of like if we included the childcare expenses that we would normally be paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
now she just needs to pick up a side job of selling stuff for you.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've been trying. I'm like, hey, go sell this. Go sell this.
Yeah.
So, but she's starting. She only did a couple of sales, and she's like, I hate people on Facebook.
Like, yes, but you can have their money.
They'll give it to you freely. Not money freely though.
Exchange for goods and services.
So that's good. And now I'm again on the hunt for another job. Not because my job is forcing me to, but just because I'm tired of it and I'm being overworked and underpaid.
Yay.
Yep. So that's where I'm at now. Yay.
Sounds like ultimatum time.
Basically, yeah. I don't even think I'm going to give them an ultimatum. I think it's just like I've been there for 10 years, you know. I think I've outstayed my welcome at this point. Like they just keep throwing more on me and expecting me to do everything. And when I don't get everything done, they come at me and saying, "Why aren't you doing all of this stuff?" And I'm like, "Because I'm only one person." Yeah. So just time to move on, I think. So there's a couple interesting jobs out there.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have to decide where I want to go.
And haven't applied for anything yet.
So I want to make sure there's a few things in the pipeline at work I want to make sure happen before I leave.
Why do you care?
Because they benefit me.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting a 10-year gift. I want to make sure I get the gift before I leave.
Sure. Yeah.
So I currently have my trailer stored on the property, so I don't want to give my
there's notice. That. Yeah, there's that.
I currently have my other trailer stored on their property as well. Don't want that to be. I have to find places for all these things. Yeah. Well, Dad has my other one. I have 3 trailers. So
you could sell a trailer and make some money.
The other one I'm planning to sell, the one that I pulled out of the garbage.
Yeah.
Like it's fixed. I've put about $500 into it. So like I just got to put decking on it. If you want it for your ATV, it's yours. I don't need it.
Possible.
So
my problem is then where do I store it?
I heard you have a backyard.
Yeah, but I won't be able to fit that trailer into my backyard. The folding one I was able to fit because it folds up and I can.
It would go sideways. Yeah. You could make this one a folding one. You do have a brother who's a welder.
I do have a brother who's a welder, but he decided he no longer wants to be with his wife. So,
oh no.
So he's going through some shit right now, and most of the time he's in Toronto now because he has a new girlfriend in Toronto, which is the reason why he's no longer with his well, not wife. They were never married, but they have a child together. So
yeah,
and they had a house together. So
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So he took a job in Toronto and
he gave up the nuclear welding job.
He got a promotion there that they asked him to move to Toronto where they're building the new nuclear plant.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why would you ever give up that job? That's
no. Probably even more money to go to Toronto.
Yeah. Wow. Good thing I don't need another mini bike with pegs on it.
I'm sure he's in his garage every day still, but or when he's not in Toronto, but every time I get a message from him, he's in Toronto. So
yeah. Wow.
Yep. with the new girlfriend, which is actually an ex-girlfriend from earlier in his life. And she's divorced. So
wow. Busy place over there.
Yep.
Derek's family.
In my family, exactly. Yeah. Drama. People just need to stay the hell together.
Yeah.
Just waiting for my other brother to decide he's not going to be with his wife anymore.
It just sounds like so much work. It sounds like so much work.
Right?
Just fucking deal with it. Put up with each other.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
Right? Then I have another saying from friends that have been divorced that say it's expensive because it's worth it.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
But they all remarried, so I can't really blame them or believe them. So there's that.
Yeah.
So Josh sent me a message the other day with a VCR for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Toshiba VCR, VHS, or DVD VCR combo with HDMI out of one of the models that I already have at least two of, but on the numbers here there's a third one somewhere. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe my own writing, but I wrote number 2 and number 3. Anyway, I now have another one that Josh told me about. I picked it up. You did
go and get that one. Good.
It was $10. She said she couldn't get DVD work. There's a VHS working on it. I asked what. She said the tape went in and it got jammed. I'm like, okay, I can fix that issue. I'm pretty sure, as long as nothing's broken. So I get it home. A few days after that, I'm like, I'll tinker with this. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'll tinker with it. I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning working on that. I knew how to fix it because I had done the repair on the one from Hodge, I think. The one that Hodge had picked up for me, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember. There's the Value Village one, there's the Hodge one, and I can't remember which one I had fixed before.
And now you got the Josh one.
Yeah, now I got the Josh Facebook one. So I did the repair, and it matched exactly the guy's YouTube video that I've been watching his videos for a while of VCR repair. He's really knowledgeable. He's had this model twice now, and he's had the other Toshiba model that I have before that too. And he did the exact repair that I needed. He had the exact issue where you put the tape in and it won't go any further.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I watched him fix his. I did the same steps, which I already basically knew what to do. It was like one thing was like literally just slid wrong. The tape then went further, but then it wouldn't go down. He didn't have that issue, but no, he did have that issue. He didn't have the beginning problem. Anyway, I just moved something that looked out of place and it went further. Anyway, the problem then with it going down and coming back out was that there's a switch inside that gets either dirty or out of place when someone forces a tape out. And that problem, he had the video on fixing that part was the main focus. Then he discovered the other problem. Anyway, I did these fixes. It now plays tapes great, except that it has the same issue I have on one of my other Toshibas, not these ones, but one of the other models, that when you play VHS, it just displays a blue screen.
Oh.
And the problem with that is the HDMI board. There's this HDMI board that's basically part of the DVD player that takes video input from the VHS side, and that is not receiving signal or not displaying signal correctly. I tried the board out of one of my known working of the other model, but it hooks a little bit different with audio wise. So when I hooked it up, it looked weird, but at least it didn't display blue. So I trust that it was working correctly. And I'm pretty sure all I need to do is just replace that board and I'll be fine.
Okay.
So either search eBay or wait for one of my other ones, power supply die or something like that, and swap parts. In fact, the one from Hodge, I did have an issue with it a while ago where when I rewound, it powered off, I think. But that issue hasn't happened again since. So I don't know if it was just a temporary problem that's worked itself out or something wasn't lubricated. Oh, the other problem that was happening with this new one was it started to play, but the head never spun. So I literally just spun the head by hand, and I could feel it was tight, and then it loosened up, and it worked great.
Good.
So that was funny too, because I expected that the head was going to be dead, but just giving it a turn, and it loosened up. And I think I'd had that on one of my other ones before, where I went to spin the head just to see if it was spinning well, and it was rough, like the bearings were seized or just dry in a dry spot or something. Spin it once, and it's working fine after that.
Okay, so just need to be lubricated a little bit.
Yeah, just move. Move from where it was. Yeah, it's probably been sitting in the same spot for who freaking knows how long.
How many years? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. These things aren't exactly new. I think they're 2004s, if I had to remember correctly. 2010 or 2004? I can't remember.
And
it's all there. I can check, but it's not worth it. Anyway, so those are the Toshibas. These are the DVR7 is the model of these two that I also got the third one of. And then the other ones that I have that are also Toshiba and very similar, but just slightly different, are the DVR 620.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're both good VCRs. I like them at least. The guy that I was watching videos for hates them because he's used to working on Sony stuff that's a lot easier to repair. These are not easy to repair. You have to take a lot apart to get the board out. But
yeah. I have the Magnavox, which is kind of
yes, which is actually
basically the same thing, isn't it?
No,
it was the same as the Toshiba.
I thought there was a different brand. It was under the hood, or maybe there's another brand that also sells the same thing.
It looks
but it's
almost
different
identical.
Toshiba.
Yeah.
Why not? There's another brand. Anyway, I don't remember what it is, but if you had the model number, I'd look it up and figure it out, but I forget.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Not worth the time.
Yeah. Yours is HDMI out too, right?
Yep.
Because I saw one that was the exact same as yours, but without the HDMI, which of course is pretty much useless. And it was $5, I think, or free. I can't remember. I resisted picking it up because I didn't need it without HDMI. Yeah. VHS side. I see someone with the Magnavox complaining that it won't display VHS through HDMI, which sounds like the exact issue that I have.
Same problem, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought your HDMI shows at a different spot. Is it near the top at the back?
Top. Oh, yeah, it's at the top.
Okay, so maybe it is the exact same inside.
Yeah,
I've never seen one ripped open, but I'm sure that there are lots of videos of that.
I know that the remote is the same.
Oh, it is. Okay, then yes, that is the one you said the remote was the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lid's even the same too, and the HDMI is in the same spot. Yeah, so technically one of those would work if I found one of those broken, as long as HDMI works on it and VHS goes out over that, it would probably work. But I don't know whether it's similar to the DVR7 or the 620. I'm not sure which one has the same guts as the Magnavox.
Yeah.
But I do have one of each with that problem. The 620 and the 7, both with that same issue.
How much is just the board?
I haven't checked in a while. I did a while ago though when I got the first one with the problem, so I'm not positive. I thought it was like maybe $40 or something crazy. It wasn't that bad. Maybe shipping's bad too though.
Considering you can sell those things for, I had 2 of these Magnavox ones. I had sold it for $200.
Yeah.
So a $40 repair to get $200 is not bad.
Yeah. And I do see them around a lot with with issues for parts. So I'll just see if anyone has the board on eBay, because that's the only place you're going to find it. Now, not at least of this DVR7, but maybe the 620, because I think the 620 is more common. I mean, I do have more of them, don't I? No, maybe I have equal numbers now. No, I have 4 of the 620 and 3 of the 7s. So
too many is what I hear.
So there is a 620 board for $69 plus 30 shipping. So that's a little bit high.
A little bit high.
Yeah. And that's shipping out of the US, which is why the shipping's so high. We're better off finding another broken VCR and doing that, but that's a future Derek problem.
I love future Derek problems.
Yeah, it's turning into a pile of mess behind me. 3 broken Betamax players, and there's too much. There's too much to do. Not enough time. I could retire today, and I'd have a full-time fucking hobby of fixing VCRs. Yeah.
Right. Well,
got anything else? I got one more thing.
Go for it. I literally have been working. That's all I've been doing is working. It sucks. That's why I'm looking for a new job.
Well, I would rather you be working than what I went through next.
Uh-oh, not working?
So No, not that one. Not that kind
Okay.
of issue. So back in November, I noticed issues with my body.
Oh, okay.
And back then it was
How personal
just
we getting here?
What's that?
How personal we getting here?
I don't know. It depends how personal we want to get. Let's just jump forward to December when I'm go to my doctor and ask, what could be the problem? And by that time, I was feeling pain in my back, mostly on the left,
Okay.
and also in my abdomen. My doctor thought kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
So I went for an X-ray. I think
I think it's ultrasound.
Ultrasound first. Yes, I did an ultrasound. No kidney problems. I also eventually did X-ray, blood work. The blood work did not show any problems. The X-ray showed lots of constipation. We'll just go there.
Okay, yeah.
But also the blood work showed I had cholesterol problem to worry about too. So that's fun.
Yay, cholesterol.
Yeah. So I then working with my doctor to figure out what's going on, went on laxatives, all kinds of stuff, figure out, and problems better. But she's just like, let's make sure there's no blockage, no cancer, no nothing. Although the blood work probably would have showed cancer if it was cancer. So I went for a colonoscopy.
Oh.
On Friday.
Okay. Fun.
Yes. Long time waiting for that. And I've been talking with coworkers just because I have two, like my boss I know well, and he's in his 50s, he's 50 now. And my other coworker, Kevin, that I know really well, I've known them for like 20 years. And he's like, yeah, I'm 51 now. I got to go get mine too. Because when you're 50, I don't know if anybody knows this, but in Canada, at least, recommended to go get a colonoscopy at 50. Yeah. I'm not 50. So maybe there's something towards it. I don't know. But it is done. No problems found.
Good.
But it was a whole ordeal to do.
I can imagine. Because you have to fast for how long?
So it's basically, they said 5 days before, don't eat anything with seeds and no iron supplements. Then 2 days before, you stop eating foods and all you can have is liquids or clear liquid foods, like Jello, broths, Gatorade, apple juice, some other fruit juices, but avoid anything with red in it.
Yeah.
Especially the last day. So basically 2 days of not eating. But by that point, I was already avoiding so many foods because my wife's a bit of a nutrition nut anyway. So she's been trying to get me to eat healthier since we first heard about or thought about all these problems. So completely changed my diet anyway, let alone the food that's in our house and everything like that. So, and then with the cholesterol problem as well, on top of that, it's more of, all right, to start eating some, freaking oatmeals and avoid normal cereals and sugars and all kinds of changes to my diet. Eat more fruits and more fruits and more fruits and seeds and chia seeds and flax seeds and
all the seeds,
all kinds of things. So because of that, I was already like not eating as much as I used to anyway. So fasting wasn't really a big deal. Yeah, I felt like, oh, I could go for a snack right now and then go to the cupboard. I'm like, wait, I can't eat anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't that terrible. And the experience of it itself wasn't that terrible. Canadian hospitals, again, I don't know if anybody's familiar, but our healthcare is free. But with that sometimes comes problems, especially in Ontario, where the premier is trying to get private healthcare to be a thing because, money in that from companies and who knows what else. But so I did end up waiting a while. Like I think I was in a gown, lying in a hospital bed for like first 20 minutes. I was in an actual fenced off
little room area,
room area. But then the girl comes over and she's like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to be in this area anyway. I gotta move you to get some guy in there. This is supposed to be for recovery for people who are done the operation."
Yeah.
So they wheel me out into the hallway, and I'm there with 3 other people waiting for my turn. Just in the hallway. Yep. This other guy whose name was also Derek, and then some girl who I didn't catch her name. But the Derek guy was funny because he just showed up and hadn't changed yet. And the nurse comes over and says, "I'm looking for Derek." He sticks up his hand and says, "Right here." And I'm like, wait, I'm also Derek. I've never had that happen with my name ever anywhere. So then we clarified last names and obviously different. And he wasn't ready yet anyway. He's like, well, you got here first. I'm like, yes, it's for me. So
back off.
Yeah. I didn't want to fight this guy. He was big. He was 10 years older than me though.
Okay, well,
yeah. No,
he's at that age.
He's a big dude. Yes, exactly. He's there because of age, probably, for sure. And I'm betting the woman that was there before me also was, because she was around the right age, I think. But, yeah. So
glad everything is okay.
So that was drug me up.
Did they put you out for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do intravenous to put you out. Basically, I lay down. They have me lay on my side.
They do intravenous to do inner anus. I see.
Yeah. Yep. I do recall waking up during it though.
Oh,
I do. Yeah. I don't remember.
Are you supposed to?
I don't think you're supposed to, but I often have this problem with at least pain stuff. Like when doctors do pain stuff on you, I always start feeling it and should not have. And I've seen that there is research that people who have ginger blood, this is a real thing, process at least painkillers or pain numbing stuff quicker in the liver, and that actually causes it to wear off quicker, like about 25% quicker. I don't know if the same applies to the anesthetic for sleeping or what it was, but either way, I remember waking up and seeing the screen as they were finishing. It could have been a dream, but I really don't think so.
Yeah, you never know though, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
I just watched a Mythbusters thing about redheads, and they're like the myth that they feel more pain.
Oh.
But they actually prove the opposite. It's the opposite. Redheads have a higher pain tolerance than non-redheads, based on their study. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really a redhead, but I do have traces.
The gene.
Yeah. I am German, Irish, English, Indigenous, Canadian.
Yeah. You're a mutt like me.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have they didn't go in the back end on my end, but I did go to a dentist.
The other side.
The other end
of the same food.
Yeah.
Technically we are just a meat donut, you know that, right?
Essentially, yeah. A meat sausage.
Yeah. Ginger sausage, because we're not filled with anything.
True.
Well, except shit.
I hate, we're like, those like water snakes. That's what we are.
Yeah.
Those toy water snakes. I hate the dentists. I have always hated dentists.
Dentists as well.
So much so
a lot of that stems from the pain stuff not working on me, and I never realized as a kid why I always fucking felt the dentist. Not to distract you, but yeah.
Well, I growing up went to the dentist all the time. I had I still have an underbite. I had braces when I was a kid. I had retainers. I had everything. Okay. Like I remember going to the dentist and getting 4 teeth pulled, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom.
My son did that, yeah.
To make room because the teeth were crowded, and it just has
the exact thing.
Just sucks. Just I hated it. So when I moved out, I was like, I don't have to go to the dentist anymore. Like, fuck you guys. I don't have to go to the dentist. So for 10 years, I didn't go to the dentist. Right. So, and then when I was like, I think shortly after we got married, I broke a wisdom tooth. Didn't do anything about it. I left it alone.
Broke because a cavity rotted it? Or
no, because I was eating a granola bar and I bit down on an almond and I cracked my wisdom tooth.
But that shouldn't do it on its own.
Maybe it was already weak. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my guess. Is like a cavity was there.
Yeah, maybe. So it hurt for a day and then it went away. So I didn't go to the dentist. I was like, oh, I'm okay. Right. And then, no joke, like maybe 3 weeks later, I was eating another granola bar and I was chewing on the other side and then broke the wisdom tooth on that side.
Oh my God.
That one, I was like, oh, just give it a couple days. It'll go away. I won't feel anything. Like, I'll be okay. And the pain just got worse and worse and worse over like 3 days. By the third day, I was in tears. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. I was like, I finally have to go to the dentist. It broke me. I had to go. So I went to the dentist. They pulled my 2 wisdom teeth because they were in pieces. And they said, okay, we'll come back and we need to get you back on a regular schedule coming back to the dentist. And I said, okay, fine. So I went back for a cleaning and then didn't go back to the dentist again for 10 years now. It's been another 10 years. Do
you not have benefits that cover it?
I do. But I hate the dentist. You cannot understand how much I hate the dentist.
I didn't go for a long time and I lived to regret it because then I had to have an emergency root canal at a dentist that I did not know anything about. And she was terrible. She caused my lip to be fat because she leaned on it the whole time she was doing the fucking root canal. She did the root canal wrong. So the cap that came on the tooth, she had to grind down afterward because it wasn't fitting right because she just wasn't good. Yeah, I'll never do that again.
Well, anyways, I've have a tooth that's been hurting for a while. So I was like, I need to go. I can tell I want to get on this before I just remember the wisdom tooth thing. And I was, I just remember that. So I was like, I need to get to the dentist. So my dad also has the same fear of dentists. He's been going to a new dentist and said that she's great. So I drive all the way down to where my parents live, which is like a 15-20 minute drive to out of my way. It's not anywhere near where I live, but went to get checked up and they said, yep, you've got 3 cavities. Looks like 2 of them are going to be root canals. And one of them is possibly is a filling, at least could be a root canal.
Oh boy.
So I was like, all right, well, let's get this started, I guess. So they did the whole thing. They did the cleaning, and the cleaning is the worst. I hate the cleaning. I'm the opposite of most people. Don't like when they pull out the grinder or the
smell and the feeling of grinding.
The ultrasonic cleaner, people don't like that. Like what you do that to me all day. You can pull the grinder out and do whatever you got to do. I can that's cakewalk for me. As soon as you bring out that fucking metal pick and start picking at my teeth, I just want to crawl on the ceiling.
Having had a lot of dental hygienists in my life, it depends on who's doing the pick. There are people who are good at it. I've had a few, but I've had a lot that are terrible.
And I think that
rip your gums up all the time and hurt you.
Yeah. No, mine's just, it doesn't really matter what it is. I just hate it. You could be the best in the world, but you're picking at the teeth. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it.
If you were to take a dental flosser, those plastic flossers with the little, and you took the hook and you scraped at your own teeth, would that bother you at all?
No.
Because I used to do that all the time. And when I did that, I never got cavities. I used to always take a toothpick and scrape at my teeth just to remove the plaque. And that's basically all they're doing. As long as you got along the gum lines, you probably would save yourself a lot of dental work.
Probably.
Just don't scrape the enamel off by scraping them with something hard like metal. That's all.
But they can scrape metal on my teeth.
I know. I don't get it. I don't get that.
So, and then they get mad at me for using. So I to this date, I am 38 years old, right? I don't have any cavities. I don't have any fillings. I do now, but up to this point, I haven't had any, right? And I do still equate that to, I use a hard bristle toothbrush. Okay. I don't use a soft. The dentist will give you a soft toothbrush. You go to any store, whatever. You cannot find a hard toothbrush, but I use a hard bristle one. And to date, it's just I think I'm just bad at brushing my teeth enough. I probably don't do it enough. So
you don't do it twice a day.
I don't do it twice a day. No. So
see, I brush twice a day, and I pretty much always have. It's just flossing is what I don't do enough.
Yeah, so I don't floss at all.
Oh, see, if you flossed alone, you might not get cavities ever again.
Who knows?
If everything else has been working, just flossing gets rid of the food. That when I find I get a cavity, it's usually where the food gets stuck. Especially if your teeth are still tight together like they used to be.
Yeah. which they probably are.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I went in, they did the cleaning. I suffered through that. It was supposed to be like a 1 hour thing. I went in at my appointment was at 2:10. I got out of the dentist at 4:30. That's how long it took. But it was like, that was the x-rays, the consult, the cleaning, the planning, like it was just everything.
Did you do a mold to your teeth?
They did not do a mold. No.
They mold? Oh, I hate that.
I hate that too.
That is terrible. Apparently they can do 3D scans these days, but I don't know what places do it for sure. Mine doesn't do it yet, but they talked about doing it soon. But the mold is just, if they put too much in, then it's gushing out the back and like you're about to swallow the freaking clay.
Yeah.
As they're like waiting for it to harden enough to pull off. Oh, it's terrible. And the metal against your gums where it's hitting always hurts.
Yeah.
I've done that too many times now.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I watched all of Rio 2 on the screen. They have a TV, so they asked my dad what he wants to watch. They didn't ask me, so I was watching Rio 2. I haven't seen Rio 1, but I've seen Rio 2 now.
Rio 1 was decent. I never saw 2, I don't think.
Rio 2 seemed fine. Seemed like it was funny. It wasn't super loud. I read the subtitles.
There's your first watching.
There you go. Yeah, Rio 2. That's right. This is adding to my list. The segue into the what's watching.
Yeah, that's all I got left. So
so he did that, and they said, okay, we're going to book you in for the root canal number 1. I went in on a Thursday, and they said, okay, come on Saturday. So 2 days I had. And I was dreading it, like just absolutely dreading it. My root canal was scheduled for like 12 o'clock. So anyways, got in. They put the freezing on. I hate the needles in the gums. I hate it. But they put the freezing on, and then like the dentist walked away for a little bit, and so the freezing just kind of sat there. And then she did the needle, and I didn't feel a thing. Like did not feel a thing. So I grew up in the days where they didn't freeze before they put the needle in. They just put the needle in.
Okay. So they did freezing with like a Q-tip, just rubbing on. Okay,
yeah.
Yes.
Just like a contact.
That doesn't take as long as the needle freezing takes to take effect.
Yeah.
I found my dentist is good at the freezing. Like he gets it in the right spot every time, but the doing it, he'll go in and then change angles when he's in there. And
yeah. I think that'll come later. So I didn't feel a thing. And then they were in there, they were doing away. I could feel them working, but didn't hurt, didn't feel anything. I watched all of Up, Disney Pixar's
Did they have to
Up.
redo the freezing partway through?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
It was nope, they didn't. We were good.
I'm in there for 45 minutes and I start feeling pain. Like I can
maybe that's your process thing, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, they didn't have to reapply. They did the whole thing. It was good. But when I went in, I said they were going to do the one on this side, I think. And I said, actually, ever since the cleaning, the one on this side's been hurting ever since. So they said, okay, well, we'll readjust and we'll do this one instead. They did that one. And they said, well, like we need to come back and do the filling on the other side. So we don't have time to do it all tonight. So you'll have to come back in on Monday. So like they only scheduled me for an hour on the Saturday, right? And then they're like, well, we'll come back in on
open Saturdays.
Yeah, who knows? They said, okay, come back in on Monday. We need more time. So they booked me in at 4. They said we need 2 hours. We close at 6. I said, okay, so I'll be here at 4. So they went in at 4 and they started the other one. And this was completely different because I was expecting, the Q-tip freezing. Like last time, they let it sit there for, a minute, 2 minutes. This one, they just rub it on and then immediately needle in. I'm like, wow.
Oh my God.
And then like right in between the teeth, same thing. I think they changed the angle and I jumped and screamed. I was like, ah, and scared her. And she's pulling the needle out like, oh, like, are you okay? She's like, because last time I just sit there. I think of all dental patients, I think I'm pretty ideal because I don't say a word. I sit there, my mouth open, I don't swallow, I don't complain, I don't put my hand up, say I need a break. I sit there and I grin and bear the whole thing. You guys go to town, do it, get it done as quickly as possible. Right? And so she was like, "You were so good last time. You didn't say anything. I thought this time would be the same." I was like, "I think you just let that contact thing sit longer. So this one hurt more." The second time they seemed a little bit disorganized. They were looking for, okay, well, we need this piece. Well, I can't find it. Well, okay, go look in that drawer. And, a lot of dicking around and looking around and digging. And anyways, by the end of the appointment, I was starting to feel the feeling was coming back, and I was just hoping they would finish up. And all of a sudden they're like, okay, we're done now. I'm like, oof. Like,
so did they did not do a crown?
So right now it's just a temporary. I am going back again on the actually this episode's coming out on the 1st. Happy April Fools. I'm going in on the 2nd for the
2 crowns.
Something, yeah. So
expensive.
So I've already maxed out my dental for the year for the last 3 appointments. So this is the next one I got to pay for. So this one's going to be probably $1,000 plus.
Yeah, maybe 2.
So, but it is what it is. Like I can't. I'm not dealing with the pain. So,
and if you don't do the crown, then the tooth is weak and could crack later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I still have a tooth that I got to deal with, and I'm just like, see you next year, I guess. Like
well, that one's going to turn into another crown if you don't hurry it up.
Right. So, but at this point, I'm out of money.
You got lots of games back there. There's tons of money.
They're not selling, man.
Fine. You got lots of mini bikes in the garage.
Exactly. There it is. Yeah.
Goodbye, dream dirt bike.
Yeah. Goodbye. So that's been my excitement.
Oh boy. Medical issue. Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And that one I watched, Princess and the Frog. I finished that one. Yeah. So, but I really like Up. I don't think I've ever actually sat and watched all of Up.
Yeah.
Up is really good. I really like that one. I like all the dog jokes. It feels very like, I love the movie The Rocketeer. It's got Rocketeer vibes to it.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I need to watch that again.
So,
damn it! You make me add that to my list.
Oh,
we've said that already a couple times, but
Rocketeer is like my favorite live action Disney, classic live action Disney.
Yeah, you've mentioned it too many times on this podcast for me not add it to my. Maybe I should watch it sometime. Mm-hmm. I'll add it right below The Lawnmower Man, which I have not rewatched yet.
I'm still waiting for just a little bit. Yeah. I'm still waiting for or you're watching a movie that I recommended. It's been a while now since I've heard.
This is not the episode for that.
My hopes are dashed before we even start.
This is an interesting mix.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Let's start.
All right. Well, I had heard about this TV show that I watched. I only watched episode 1 and 2 with my wife. I heard about it a couple times, and then I saw a trailer. I'm like, okay, I really need to watch it. It's called High Potential.
Okay.
It has now you should have looked up her name, but from
just guess your name. Just guess and make people. Yeah.
I'm not even going to say it right. Caitlin Olsen, is that it? Caitlin. Anyway, the woman from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. One of the Olsen sisters, isn't she?
No. I mean, yes.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Her older sister.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is basically about a woman who has 2 kids. Her husband disappeared. She is a cleaning lady for the police department. She stumbles across some paperwork and solves a crime for them. So then they hire her as a consultant, basically. Her talent is basically ADHD. She's OCD, whatever you want to say, or autism even, but they never really specify. But she's just very detail oriented, attention to detail. Also remembers things very well. Like facts she learns from a documentary 10 years ago, she'll just remember it and be able to recall it anytime, kind of thing. Photographic memory, that kind of stuff. And just this random bits of stuff help her turn her life around in a difficult time when she's got 3 kids and her husband disappeared 10 years ago or whatever. And it's also interesting. I don't know. I like crime cop shows to begin with. I also like someone being clever and random facts.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I like clever.
It's pretty good. So it's called High Potential for anybody listening that's interested. It was just renewed for a 3rd season. And I'm only on season 1. We've only watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
So if you think that is going to be a trend in my watching, you are very wrong.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah. What you got?
I watched a Netflix mini series, called Adolescence.
Oh.
It's just a 4-episode series about it. This is not spoilers. The episode 1 starts with cops breaking into a everyday home. It's a British show. Everyday home, going through the house, guns drawn, and then arresting a 14-year-old boy.
Okay.
And saying, "You're arrested on suspicion of murder."
Okay.
And then the show kind of goes from there. I like the show is basically shot in one take.
Oh.
Which is interesting, especially the first episode. So it's like it follows him, it follows the cop into the house, into the boy's bedroom, then pulling the boy out through the house into the thing, then turning around, following the cop back into the house to talk to the parents, saying, "Hey, this is what's going on. This is where we're taking him." And then
this kind of falls in the same thread as you're watching cop cam.
Right?
Videos.
Yeah. And then the cop gets in the van with the boy, and they're driving to the police station, and he's explaining to the boy, "Okay, this is what's going to happen. This is, we're going to go in here, and this is your adult representative," and taking him in and processing him and putting him into his cell, and then going and talking to the parents, and then switching. It just kind of the situation changes. Then you're following the parents. When the cop comes in to talk to the parents, and the cop leaves, then the camera stays with the parents and watches what they're doing. And then someone else, the lawyer, comes in and talks to the parents, and then you follow the lawyer out, and he goes and talks to the boy. And
okay.
So, but the whole show is basically all 4 episodes are like that, where you're following the action as the day progresses.
Okay.
And it's interesting. It's a hard watch. It's hard to process how you would feel emotionally having that happen to you. Being, parents that we are now, what would we do if cops came in and said, your son murdered someone, or is suspicious of, is being accused of murdering someone?
Yeah.
How would you process that? What would you do? How would you talk to your son? How would you, he's telling you he didn't do it. Do you believe him? Do you not believe him? The cops are telling you that he did do it. And so they're trying to, second episode is, the cops going to the school and trying to figure out, telling the school, okay, this is what happened. And then all the school is trying to process that this crime has happened to people they know. The second episode is a psychiatrist talking to the boy to figure out, did he or didn't he do it? Why did he do it? Why did he feel he had to do it? And I think the most poignant episode is the 4th episode, the last one, where it goes into the family. It goes back to the family to show, how are they dealing with this? They're in a community where now everyone knows that their son has been accused of murder. So they come out and they're trying to have a normal day. but how do you have a normal day with that cloud looming over your head? You know, at any point you could just break down in tears because, you know, it's the father's birthday. So they're going to go and have a birthday dinner, but he's not there. They come out and their car's been vandalized because they killed. His son supposedly killed someone from the neighborhood, so they're being targeted. And yeah, so it's an interesting show. I would definitely recommend it to watch. It's not an easy watch, but it is. It's one of the more interesting shows I've seen in a while. So that was Adolescence on Netflix. I think it was nominated for some awards as well.
Yeah, IMDb also has it at an 8.1 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, I probably won't pick that up anytime soon. It does sound interesting. I don't have time for another show like that.
No, it's quick. I watched it in one night, basically.
See, the one shot makes it sound like it's going to be full of filler. That's what
it's not. It moves. It's moving. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's always something happening.
So. All right. Well, my next thing I watched, totally different direction altogether.
All right.
2013's The Video Craze. This is a documentary about home arcades. Basically, people getting obsessed and buying home arcade machines.
Okay.
Takes place in the US. It just follows. At first, it talks about the idea of arcades in general and people becoming fans when they're kids and wanting to have that and they grow older. And then it starts following a few particular arcade enthusiasts that buy arcades in the US and follows a few of them with a couple other stories. And it mentions tidbits about arcades here and there and these games particular and stuff like that. And then one particular arcade machine that was like thought to never exist or be lost, and this guy gets it and stuff like that. Just kind of like the NES what was that documentary, but where he's collecting all of them. Similar
collecting all of them, yeah.
It feels a bit amateur in the documentary story and some of the shots and stuff. It touches on Twin Galaxies and Billy, what's his name again?
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah. I should have said just a random name, Billy Martin. Billy
yeah.
But anyway, so it wasn't bad. It was nothing special, but it was just fun to watch. My son and I watched it just randomly one night. I would think I was working on fixing something and at the table, and I put it on, and my son, I was running on the treadmill. Actually, we bought a treadmill. I didn't mention that.
You did last time, I think, one of those walking ones, or whatever.
Yes, that's it. The walking pad. So I was walking on the treadmill one night, and I just put that on and watched it while walking on the treadmill. Yeah. So that is that. Yeah.
What's that called again? Say it again. 2 times.
The Video Craze.
The Video Craze. All right. Good. I succumbed to YouTube clips again that made me watch a whole movie. It's a movie that came out in 2006, which is called, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Blood Diamond.
Oh, I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah. This was a big movie back in 2006.
I think I watched it right after I bought an engagement ring.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good timing. I really like this movie, and I am pleased to say it holds up. 20 years later, a lot of 20-year-old movies, you start to see the cracks, like how they were made or different time or whatever. But this movie holds up. It's still very powerful. Again, hard to watch at points, just because of the cruelty of humanity and what they can do to each other. Mm-hmm. But it tells a good story, and it's good. I like it. Leo Leodes.
All right. I then, just to go in a totally different direction.
I love this. We're going opposites. Here we go.
Yeah. 2025's The SpongeBob Movie: The Search for SquarePants.
Yeah.
I watched it with my son, maybe my daughter too. Can't remember now. Anyway, I wrote down, it's not bad, lots of laughs. It was like not as crazy. It was more coherent than the other SpongeBob movie. Like the first one, I think, was pretty random with like Keanu and Hasselhoff in it.
Yeah.
But this was more coherent than that. And it was decent. That's
it's just the one with, hold on.
The Search for SquarePants. Right? That's what I wrote down. It's like all pirate themed.
Is that the one with the Flying Dutchman?
Yes.
And he's going and he's trying to become a pirate?
Yeah. He's trying to basically become alive again.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We went to this. Yeah, we went to the theater to watch this. We took we had a movie voucher, and so we took the kids to go see this in 3D.
Yeah, Flying Dutchman is Mark Hamill.
Yeah, which I didn't know till the very end. And you're like, what the heck?
I recognized his voice right away.
Did you? Okay, I did not.
His voice right away. Yeah.
I didn't. The best part of that movie is when something scary happens and a brick falls out of SpongeBob. out of his rear.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and goes, "Oh, my lucky brick." Picks it up. That made me laugh every time.
Yeah, that movie is also full of actors, like well-known actors doing voices. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. There's another SpongeBob movie from a couple years ago, and it has Antonio Banderas as the pirate.
Okay.
But that one's also pretty good. We watched it. We watched the SquarePants, and then it was like a week later, like kids were still talking about SpongeBob. I'm like, there's another SpongeBob movie, and so we watched the other one, and it was also good. So,
okay,
yeah, I did not grow up with SpongeBob, and so like the fact that my kids are into it, it's been really funny. My youngest has started laughing like SpongeBob.
Oh,
it's really funny. Especially when he gets worked up and he's like, it just comes out of nowhere. We're like, what the heck? What's wrong with this kid?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Okay, good.
And you?
I like that movie. I finally had Craig over again, and we watched the second 28 Years Later movie called The Bone Temple, which is one. It takes place right after 28 Years Later. It's like immediately after. Well, sorry, not immediately. A week into it or whatever.
28 weeks? Okay.
28 weeks later. But it's cool. I like it. It definitely builds on the themes of the last movie, kind of builds on the world. The world is crazier now than it ever has been. The gangs that are out there really mistreat the other survivors that they find.
All we need today in the real world is zombies, and that'll just complete
it'll just actually make the world might be better,
It might be better.
But there's like a satanic cult that this kid falls into, and so he's like trying to move along. He's trying to survive. And the things he's forced to watch and witness in order to stay alive. But
I'll stay alive.
Yeah. But it's good. It's a fun and entertaining movie. If you like gore, it's got a lot of gore in it. So,
all right. Well, from my last movie, my next movie takes a weird turn. However, it kind of goes along with your movie. In fact, there's even a bone in the title.
Oh, so you said this is your last movie already?
No, my next.
Oh, your next. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. My previous one does not go with this one.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I meant by last. So my son has had his uncle, my brother-in-law Tony, that I used to do Two Dorks with, really likes Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
So he got my son into liking Godzilla. And this past year, I think for my son's birthday or Christmas, he got my son a Godzilla movie collection, DVD collection.
Okay.
One of those movies, the one that my son wanted to watch next because he had not watched it, is not a Godzilla movie at all, but it is Kong Skull Island.
Oh, I like that movie.
From 2017.
I like that movie.
So I watched that with my son. And I was wondering whether I should even be watching this with my son, because I don't know what he can tolerate in terms of gore, violence, like those kinds of things.
Scary animals.
He's 12 years old, but he's innocent yet mature at the same time. It's weird. But this has Tom Hiddleston, right?
Hiddleston,
yeah. John C. Reilly, Samuel Jackson, Brie Larson, John Goodman, a bunch of people I don't know.
It's stacked.
Yeah, it's definitely stacked. So anyway, we watched this movie. I wrote lots of violence. My son, I was saying he has seen one of the Mortal Kombat movies with my brother-in-law, so I wasn't too worried. At the very beginning, though, there's this scene. It doesn't matter if I give it away because it's right at the beginning, but it's like two fighter pilots in World War II, I guess.
Okay.
A Japanese pilot and an American pilot. For some reason, he's American, even though there probably wasn't much Americans. Anyway, doesn't matter. They both crash land on this island, basically, and they run after each other. And of course, the American shoots and misses 8 times or whatever, runs out of bullets, and then the Japanese guy shoots and misses, and then they run at each other, but the Japanese guy has a sword, and the American guy grabs the blade, and the Japanese guy keeps trying to push it into his stomach. I'm holding up here so you can see.
Yeah.
It's into his stomach, and his hand is just getting cut as he's doing it. And that part, I'm just like, oh, this might be too violent for my son. But I looked over at him for his reaction, and he wasn't, or I side-eyed him, I should say, because I didn't want him to know I was looking for his reaction. And he looked a little like grossed out, but not like to the point of it being a problem. More like, ooh, that would hurt. That kind of like when you're feeling the pain.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too worried because I'm like, okay, he's definitely seen worse, and it's probably the Mortal Kombat movies he's watched with my brother-in-law before, which we didn't okay at the time, but
yeah, well, that's part of the fun.
In hindsight, yeah, exactly. It's also a relationship with my brother-in-law, like his uncle, that he's not going to have with anybody else. So
yeah,
it was nice that he asked me to watch this Kong movie with him, so I didn't want to ruin it. But anyway, for a Kong movie, it was better than I expected. Story and all that stuff, like
yeah.
Course helped that, but
yeah, the action's fun.
Yeah. It was I would say it's pretty predictable in many times, but still fun.
Yeah,
watch.
Still fun. It's a fun watch. Yeah, that's why I like it. It's just a bunch of monsters and funny things, and it's fun in 3D.
Oh, is that where you first watched it?
I didn't. I don't think so, but I have it in 3D. So
3D Blu-ray. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep them. Every time I'm at a thrift store, I look for more 3D Blu-rays for you, but you also need a wish list or a wanted list for that. So I
just have my list of what I already have.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Because there can't be that many 3D movies released, right?
I'm up to, hold on. There's still more out there, I know.
But they've stopped making them, right?
They have stopped making them, which sucks because I do want more of them. I am up to 137.
Okay. This person says he's a proud owner of every 3D Blu-ray feature film, but then he says he has 110.
Well, that's not true. How old is that?
That might be just the person who responded, maybe. Oh, this guy says 316 and he's in Australia.
Okay.
So that might be the difference, is he's in Australia.
Now, I have seen...
There's a fandom article of all of them. I'm trying to check, but of course all the ads makes it very difficult, and they don't have a total count. That's frustrating. I could easily copy this into Excel and get the total.
Make a total, yeah.
Yeah.
I am not buying every 3D thing that I see out there. Like I know there's like a One Direction 3D concert. I didn't buy that. There's a 3D Glee something. Didn't buy that. So I think there's also like a Taylor Swift 3D thing. I didn't buy that.
So basically avoiding concerts in general, or
basically. Or there's like some animated features I didn't buy. I did have like a hockey game 7 3D Blu-ray thing randomly. But I was just like, I'm never gonna watch this. I don't care about it. So I think I gave it to Bill.
Okay.
So I'm being picky now. I did find it's not here anymore. Did find another 3D Blu-ray. I think it's called The Seventh Elf, but it doesn't say 3D Blu-ray on it on the cover anywhere.
Oh.
Only on the spine, there's a little 3D icon there.
Oh, wow. That's annoying.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that don't say 3D anywhere on it except for a little tiny thing.
So IMDb has a list somebody created, and it says 3D Blu-ray movies, and there's 1,093.
Wow.
Don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
Just one person's opinion.
Now that could also be like there's stuff released in the UK on 3D that we never got here. So.
All right. Yep.
I really want the Spider-Man 3D Blu-ray, the animated one across Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I think that one was only released overseas. And the new, I would love to get. I'm not sure.
Huh.
I'm not sure. But I really wish they would continue to release, like movies are still being released in 3D in theaters. Yeah. I wish they would still release them somewhere in 3D, right? Like, I know the original Mario movie
subscription or something.
Yeah, but the original Mario movie was released in 3D, right? At some point.
Yeah, the actual in theaters.
In theaters, you could watch it in 3D, but you can't buy it in 3D anywhere. You can't watch it in 3D anywhere.
Nobody has 3D TVs anymore.
But people have VR headsets now.
Yeah, that's true. But if they're going to do a VR headset, they're probably not going to play it off a DVD. They're going to buy it off a streaming service.
Well, but still, I can't even find a digital file for a 3D file. You know what I mean? Yeah. Speaking of which, the new Mario movie is coming out the day this movie comes out. I think this show comes out.
Yep.
I bought my tickets for Saturday. Taking the family. So
we are thinking about it. My son was just asking me today, especially because his cousin was over who's going to watch it. Yeah. They're both big gamers, like especially his cousin. He's a crazy obsessed with everything. Yeah. Video games.
I bought tickets over by the theater by you, actually. I managed to they're doing, I think failed this last time because I bought the IMAX tickets, but you watch it in IMAX, but it's not 3D IMAX.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So this time I did the same thing where I was like, I'll watch it in IMAX, but I didn't see IMAX 3D. So I X-nayed that one and I found the real 3D option. So we got that.
Huh.
The IMAX, that one is almost fully available. You can get in.
Do you want
almost all the real 3D showings are sold out. So
yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Do you want the Mario movie in 3D?
Yes, I would.
Because here it is for 10 gigabytes.
I'll take it. I'll put it on my server. I would love to watch it in 3D.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it to you in 10 gigabytes, but
can we squish that down a little bit? Most 3D movies aren't that big.
This is. It says it's 10-bit, 1080p, true HD Atmos. Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. All right. What else did I watch? I went to the theater, speaking of theater, for the new Amazon MGM movie in theaters called Project Hail Mary.
Oh, I've heard of this from somebody else.
So this is a movie written based on the book by Andy Weir, who did The Martian, and I really like The Martian. You would like it because all the science is real. Like he is a scientist, so he makes the stuff up.
Matt Damon.
It's science fiction. Yeah, it's Matt Damon. This one's Ryan Gosling. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's basically how the sun is infected, and they have to figure out why it's infected and how to save it. Because it's in space, I got a thing with watching space on the biggest screen I can possibly see it on. So I went to the theater to watch it, and I'm glad I did. It was a really good movie. I don't want to talk a whole lot about it because it's still new, but it's heartfelt. It's visually impressive. It's funny. So it's good. I would recommend watching it. You don't have to go to the theater, but when it comes to a Plex near you, I would recommend watching it.
All right. Apparently, The Martian is available in 3D Blu-ray.
Yep, I have that one as well.
I'm just IMDb, or sorry, my search results for 3D Blu-rays. How many are there? Beat Goes On was one of the results. So
yeah.
Okay, what are there for Blu-ray movies that?
That's what I was doing forever. All my trade credit basically went for like 3D movies.
All right. So with my kids in kickboxing, we've been going to the library that's at the same community center as their kickboxing. So we've been picking up movies there at the library when we go. And the last one of the ones we just picked up recently is 2025's Splitsville.
Okay.
Splitsville. It's basically about so it says when Ashley asks for a divorce, the good-natured Carrie runs to his friends, Julie and Paul, for support. Their secret to happiness is an open marriage. That is until Carrie crosses the line and throws all of their relationships into chaos.
Okay.
So basically, he says, I'm having marriage problems. My wife says she wants a divorce. They're like, well, maybe you guys should try an open marriage. And then he finds out they're in an open marriage, and then chaos ensues.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the one main guy, he just looks like Kenny versus Spenny, one of the two, the guy with the darker hair. Which one is it? He's not him at all. But he reminds me of him. It bothers me in a way, but also makes me feel nostalgic for the show. Anyway, this is I wrote down, it's quirky, it's cute, it's fun, it's also violent, has one really long fight scene, which was ridiculous and sometimes hard to watch. But yeah, that fight scene reminds me of Kenny versus Spenny sometimes. But it was a good movie. It was hilarious to watch with the wife. We watched together, like I said. And for how much it's about relationships and sex, like just sex, there's actually no real female nudity. It seems like they intentionally avoided it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's not a ton of male nudity, but there is some. And
more.
It's often used for comedy.
Yeah, as most male nudity is.
Yeah. Yep. But it's well timed. It's good. They did a good job. It was a fun movie. I can't believe I've never heard of it. We just picked it up basically based on the cover and the description. So,
good.
Yeah. Splitsville
from 2025.
25, yeah. And I don't know any of the people in this at all. I have no idea who any of these people are. Dakota Johnson is in it, and she was in 50 Shades of Grey. I forgot she was in it. My wife saw her and thought, "Oh, I know her. She's somebody," but I don't know any of these other people. Yeah, I don't know. There were people that were minor parts that I recognized for other things, but I can't remember who they were now. It was like the one guy was from another show we had watched, but she hadn't seen him in IMDb, or he's from some TV show. I'm just like, oh, that's that guy from this show. Thought it was this guy, but no, it's not him. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it was funny. I recommend watching it.
All right.
Especially with your spouse. If you have a good relationship, it will reinforce your good relationship. If you like comedy, it will also reinforce your good relationship.
Or it will tear you apart.
I doubt it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We decided to have a family movie night last night. So
pretty recent on your watches.
Yeah, last night. I only got 2 left.
4 left.
My youngest he's in this weird mood now where he only wants to watch things he's already watched. Like I think it's like a comfort thing, It's like, I want to watch. I haven't watched this in a long time. I'm just like, no, let's watch something new. And then he gets all mad.
Did your older one ever go through that though?
Not really.
Okay. I think I remember a time where both my kids had gone through that in like separately. But yeah. Okay, just
No, like I was just like, oh, we're gonna watch a movie, and he's just like, I don't want to watch a movie. I want to watch the tablet. Like I'm gonna watch YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, well, no, like we're gonna watch a movie as a family, or we're not gonna watch anything. Like you don't just get to choose. Like this is the option or nothing. So it's like, fine, I'll take nothing. I'm like, all right then.
Stare at the wall.
Yeah. Just to defy you.
Yeah.
So I was just like, whatever. He wanted to watch Captain Underpants again. And then my oldest was like, oh, you know, the new Mario movie's coming out. Let's watch the old Mario movie again.
Yeah.
And I was like we've watched it 100 times. I think we got it. Like we don't need to watch it again. I'll watch it again if I get it in 3D. That's different. So I was like, oh, I was looking through the video, what I had on Plex, and I'm like, oh, I know Derek talked about this movie, and I've heard good things. Let's watch Detective Pikachu. And my youngest was just like, nope, I'm never watching that movie ever again. I hate everything new. I hate Pokemon. I was like, all right, fine. I was like, go get your jammies on then. Go to bed. Like it's 6 o'clock, right? I'm like, go to bed then. Like if you're not gonna watch a movie with us, you go upstairs and go to bed. You're gonna be a grump.
Did you watch it in 3D?
We did watch it in 3D. So, and it is really good 3D. It looks really cool. Anyways, my youngest heard us laughing about 2 minutes into it. So he came down reluctantly and slowly picked up a pair of 3D glasses and put them on and sat there.
The Cubone part. Was it Cubone?
Yeah, it was Cubone. Yeah. So also funny because when that movie starts, the two boys in the field, when they're going up to get Cubone, the one Indian guy is the taxi driver from Deadpool.
Yeah.
Darpinder.
Yep.
And I was just like, hey, another movie where they're together.
That's funny.
So, but it was really cool.
That'd be hilarious if it was cast in Deadpool.
Well, I think it would have been opposite, right? I think Deadpool came out first. And
he seems so much younger in this.
It's the baseball cap, I guess. Who knows? Anyways, really funny. The kids laughed. They were enjoying watching all the peak. They were just like, "Oh, that's a this and that." And that's I like. Don't get me wrong. I know nothing about Pokemon. I know the basics. I know a few of the main ones: the Pikachu, the Snorlax, the Bulbasaur, Charizard, Charmander. I know those ones. But when you get into like Mr. Mime and a Mimic and this, that, and the other thing, and different evolutions of Eevee, I'm out. I don't know any of those. So
that's not even anything far. That's still generation like 3.
Right? So this is how bad I am at this.
Not even. That's only. Yeah.
I knew who Mewtwo was.
Which one?
So, but it was the kids were both just like, oh, this, that, and the other thing, and I know that one and this one, and when they go into the lab and the Greninjas are coming out, I'm like, oh, is this gonna be too scary? Like I didn't know Greninjas are supposed to be scary, but the kids were okay with it. So
yeah, Greninja's a little later, isn't he? I don't remember.
A couple of laughs. My wife was kind of paying attention, but not really paying attention. And then later on in the night, like my youngest ended up just loving the movie. He's laughing his ass off the whole time. At the end, later on in the night, like we're getting ready for bed, and I just stick my finger in his face and I say, "Smell my finger," like what the movie does, right? And then he kind of looks at me, and I'm just like, I do the whole thing, like I'll never smell your finger, and then you smell it and go, ah, whatever. And he just was dying laughing. He thought it was so funny, and my wife was like, "Ew, Josh, that is disgusting. Like, why are you teaching that to our kids?" I'm like, "It was in the movie." So all day, my kid's been walking around going like, "Smell my finger, smell my finger."
He's gonna go to school and do that.
Gonna go to school and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a phone call.
Yeah, but they're not gonna know the context.
Nope. It's gonna be funny though. But yeah, 3D is good. You should watch it in 3D.
I don't. I have one way to watch in 3D,
and you should do it. You should do it.
It doesn't work well.
You have a 3D TV. I know you do.
No, and it doesn't work well.
You have VR.
The second last time I turned it on, it fucked up.
You have VR.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't use it. I have many VRs.
You have many VRs.
I tried to do the one time with the whole family, and that did not work out well because no one paid attention by the time I got it set up.
Yeah.
That is part of the problem of trying to have all different headsets all connect together because I don't.
That's why you just got to go buy a big 3D TV so you can all just sit there.
Solution.
That's the solution. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it'll die because it's old. The power supply will quit working.
Mine's still working.
I thought your other one wasn't. You know, your Sony still works, right? Yeah, it's the LG is the one upstairs.
The LG doesn't work, but it wasn't a 3D one.
Oh, okay.
My new LG 3D TV is still working.
Yes. Okay. We still have this TV still or what?
Maybe I might just get rid of it. This 3D TV still works.
Yes,
I use it all the time.
Yeah, it's the other one that I remember dying. Speaking of which, our TV that I'd repaired a while ago with a hokey, not by her parts, just put in a random LED that I had, died. The strip that I fixed died.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's out. It's still better than it was because all the dead ones are together. And there's only 2 dead ones now, like one row of dead ones.
Okay.
So it's having issues now. And either I order parts or I say forget it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It still works.
Works kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watched a movie on it the other night. The last one on the list.
So you might as well do a couple because I only got one left. So
all right, I have 4. So the next one, I don't have much to say, but it's fine to watch with kids. It is Disney's 2018's A Wrinkle in Time. It has Oprah Winfrey, Mindy. I want to say call her Mindy Lahiri because that was her name on her show, Mindy Project. But Mindy
Kaling.
Yeah. And then Reese Witherspoon. They're kind of like witches-ish in the movie. Okay. Then there's kids in the movie, and the father is played by Chris Pine. And there's Zach Galifianakis and Michael Pena.
Pena.
They're in it. They're kind of in it briefly. And it is like this kid's parents are scientists. The dad disappears one day and no one can figure out where, but the mom and dad were both working on some kind of out of body teleportation, whatever science. And the theory by the mother and the daughter is that he figured it out. He must have figured it out. He wouldn't just leave us. So then the witch people, or whatever you want to call them, Oprah Winfrey and Mindy and Reese Witherspoon all come and be like, we're going to help you. Your father is lost and he's calling for help. Let's go help him. So they travel interdimensionally and all this stuff to do that. And it's a finding yourself story of this little girl and her brother who's a genius and her boyfriend who randomly shows up and makes no sense, but whatever. Not a boyfriend until after. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He's basically just like the token hero guy.
We need to have someone,
but not really. It's weird that he's even there. But anyway, it was an okay movie. It's fine for kids. There's some fantastical things in it that are neat and fun. And for a little girl, especially, it's a good story, like a fun, find yourself, build your confidence, don't worry about bullies type of story. Yeah. That was A Wrinkle in Time from Disney. Right. It's on Disney Plus. That's not where we watched it, but that's where it is. So another direction altogether. I watched 2024's Freaky Tales.
Didn't I tell you to watch this?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
Pedro Pascal.
Yes, I told you about this one.
Jay Ellis, Too Short. I don't know who else.
This is the sequence of like 3 or 4 different stories, right?
You told me about this?
Yeah, I did tell you about this.
I had seen a trailer for it and added it to my watch list and never watched it. And then it just downloaded and I'm like, all right, I need to watch something. I'll just check this out. And of course it was like a 3-parter. So I'm like, okay, this makes it even easier to watch. I'll watch one part now. And then I watch another part and then the second part later on another night while I'm lying in bed on my phone, just like decide I don't want to sleep yet.
Yeah.
So I watched that. It was, what did I write for myself? I wrote some notes here.
I like that movie. It was fun.
I wrote down, and Ben Mendelsohn's the other name.
Ben Mendelsohn, yeah.
I wrote great style, consistent atmosphere and feel to the movie. It's silly and violent and fun is what I wrote. The three stories go together, but really not really. It doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter.
They have the one thread that ties them all together, kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Unnecessary, but it was just fun.
It was just a fun, yeah.
Silly, fun. Some heartfelt stuff in it too.
Yeah. I like that movie. We had fun watching it. So
who's we?
Not you and me, clearly.
I know. Who'd you watch it with?
I think I had Craig over one night and we watched it.
I figured it was Craig. I was gonna say, is it your wife or was it Craig?
Oh no, my wife wouldn't watch that.
Okay. I probably could have convinced my wife to, but I don't know if she would have stuck with it or not. All right. I got two more. You got something else? Or
I only got one. And it's a Cage, so I can't talk about it.
I don't have Cage this one.
Man, come on. We gotta
I realized as I'm writing my list down or updating my list while waiting for you to come online.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, there's no Cage in this list.
I went from seven last episode to 1 this episode, so
that's about as good as me. 1 to 0.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go through these. I watched, because it was on my list that I keep at the very top of this podcast list of, like, we mentioned enough times I should probably watch it. 1991's Drop Dead Fred.
Haven't seen it.
I remember loving this as a kid. I don't know why I watched this as a kid. I probably shouldn't have. It has Penelope Cates, which is
Phoebe Cates' sister? Yes.
Oh, sorry. This is Phoebe. I'm just saying her name wrong.
Okay.
Phoebe Cates. Yes, from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
So she's the main character. She basically was a little girl, had an imaginary friend. She forgets about the friend, grows up, and then he comes back. And he's bothering her in adult life, but also helping her because why not? And the imaginary friend is played by British comedian Rick Mayall. Mayall, and his name Rick Rik. I don't know him from anything else, but I know he's been in things, and I know him from this movie because I just watched it so long ago as a kid. Wow. I don't know how I've even seen this, but he was in The Young Ones, which is a TV series I've always heard about. Bottom, which is another TV series I've always heard about, is on my watch list. Just British comedy stuff. Maybe I did watch a couple episodes of Bottom. It's basically these two British guys, single guys, living in an apartment together. They're broke, and that is funny. Okay. Anyway, he's been in a lot of things, but it is a funny movie. It still holds up in my opinion. And while watching, I didn't realize. I think I saw it maybe on IMDb when I went to play it, but Carrie Fisher's also in it, and she plays this girl's best friend who's like a bit of a slut. She lives on a houseboat and is screwing her boss.
Oh, that kind of. I see.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's dirty, but it's also got like childhood stuff in it, and this imaginary friend keeps just getting into trouble, and he wants to make mud pies, and it keeps flashing back to her as a kid, and the kid that plays her is just so fun, and I remember it so clearly in so many of the scenes. I'm just like, yeah, I remember this exactly. Oh, it also has that guy. What is his name?
Just guess.
No, I'm not gonna just guess. Is this him? I can't tell because he's grown up now.
He's so much older.
Yeah. Is it Ron Ellard? Yeah.
Oh,
Ron Ellard? What is he from? He's in Deep Impact and House of Sand and Frog. I don't know what the hell that is. When Trumpets Fade, some army movie. I'm surprised you don't know that right away.
Wow.
Yeah.
What am I known for?
I'm gonna share. Where the hell is share? Share. And then this window. Nope, this window. This is really good podcasting. This guy, he looks weird in this because he's all like hurt and stuff. But this dude,
Nope. I
No?
don't know him. No.
he looks like this now. You don't know him
Nope.
at all.
I don't know him at all.
Seriously? How do I know this guy? He's got to be something I know. Like, look at all these things he's in. He knows people
He knows people. He's in things.
and behaving badly. I remember this show. That's
Nope.
before your time. Look at this freaking
Before
guy.
me, yeah.
He had his own show.
Schneider.
That's probably where I know him from. Is this movie?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Nope. Don't know him.
Okay. You don't know anybody,
Nope.
but at the same time, you know tons of people. But there's just like certain time frames where you don't know people.
I'm just have gaps. Yeah.
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 Being out of the country and all.
Being out of it.
Yeah. Well, there's that too. Yeah. It's something else he's in still that I'm not able to figure out, but Ghost Ship, he was in that too. That's probably the one I'm thinking of too. All right. Doesn't matter. But of course, things like that bother me because I can't remember. Anyway, Drop Dead Fred. I enjoyed it. It's 1991. It's great. Still holds up, in my opinion. Last thing I watched, my wife and I again were at the library, and we picked up Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, 2021.
Where do you find these movies?
Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumano, I think. They're both the writers of Bridesmaids.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you know Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, I know Kristen Wiig. Yep.
So this is, I guess, her writing partner at some point. Bridesmaids was pretty popular for them, but
yeah,
I don't know if you've ever seen that. It was pretty funny.
I have seen Bridesmaids. Yeah.
So it's I don't know, similar humor, but like also they basically play like middle-aged women who are both single, and they work at a furniture store, and the movie starts off with them chatting with each other in the furniture store, but it looks like they're in their home just chatting it up on a Saturday, but they're actually in the furniture store supposed to be working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's weird situations, but basically they decide that they're gonna go on a trip because they both get laid off or fired from their job, and they gotta go to this Vista Del Mar because their friend told them it was great. So they go there, and chaos ensues, and they discover the plot from an evil villain accidentally, not even really found it out, but they just got in the middle of it. And the evil villain's also played by Kristen Wiig.
Oh, okay. The double. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's ridiculous. It's hilarious. It's also very sexy and stuff. There's also Damon Wayans' son. What's his name? Of course, I can't find him in the main credits. That's weird. Pretty sure that's who it is, because he was in another show we watched. I don't know. I don't see him on here, but I'm not searching all cast. But anyway, it's just ridiculous, hilarious. No, I thought he was Damon Wayans' son, but maybe he's not. Maybe I'm just crazy. But he's from some other show that we watched. I think it was Happy Endings was the show he was in. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I can't remember his name in this because he was like a secret agent, but so I can't find him on the credits. Anyway, it's got like a Golden Girls feel at times, and then it's got like a raunchy feel a lot of the time, and these two fall in love with the same guy. They get anyway. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's hilarious. It's fun and hilarious.
Okay,
I say watch it.
Interesting.
Barb and Star.
Never heard of this before.
Yeah, I had never either. We just saw the cover in the library, and I'm like, okay, it's Kristen Wiig. We should just get it for something funny. Why not?
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I'm not a huge fan of her, but Bridesmaids was good, so I thought we'd try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
That's my
add that one to the list.
Yeah. Oh, and in it, they're like in the hotel, and the music starts playing on the piano, and I hear them say, "And introducing Richard Cheese." which Richard Cheese is like a lounge singer that plays pop and metal and like rock songs in lounge theme.
Oh, okay.
he's doing that, but he also sings a lot of like raunchy songs too. So he's doing that in lounge music in the hotel, in the lobby while they're there in the scene. So it's pretty hilarious to see Richard Cheese. I honestly debated saving $10,000 to get Richard Cheese to come to my wedding.
Really?
Because it would have been legendary. Yeah. The only reason I didn't was, well, the number one is the money. But also, he would have to pay $10,000 plus his flights, plus his hotel.
Yeah.
But I did look into it. But also, he would not play clean music. So if you had children there,
too bad.
They're gonna hear some raunchy ass music. Like he'll sing "Wet Ass Pussy" as a lounge, like stuff like that, just to get a reaction. But he also does a lot of like just good songs too.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. He's great.
Funny.
The band he was with was Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine.
I've never heard of this man before. This is all new for me.
You should definitely check out a couple of videos or some songs. Richard Cheese. He's definitely on Spotify. If you have Spotify, I just downloaded.
I do.
Yeah. The songs are all pretty short, but
yeah, fair enough. Alrighty. Added.
Yeah, back in the day, I bought all of his albums on iTunes.
I can believe that. The last movie I watched is from 2017. Nicolas Cage makes his return. In the movie called Arsenal.
Okay.
It is a movie I've never heard of before. Nicolas Cage plays I would say, minor character. It is another movie where Nicolas Cage and John Cusack are together once again. They were together in Con Air, if you remember. I think there was another movie they were together in, but here they are again. Do you remember watching a movie called, also starring Nicolas Cage, called Deadfall?
Yeah.
Do you remember Nicolas Cage's hair or prosthetic nose?
Yeah.
In that movie.
Yeah. It was great.
He showed
up on the set to do that without asking permission. He just did it.
Okay.
And they were not happy with him.
Okay. So he's the same character in this movie.
I've heard of this. Doesn't he just show up quickly or something? And do
a
cameo?
He's not a cameo, but he's the main bad guy in this movie.
Oh, okay. This is a different movie that I'm thinking of.
But it's the same character.
Okay.
He's the same character. He's got the prosthetic nose. He's got the really bad haircut. He's got the talking of his teeth like this.
Yep. Does he have the same name too?
I'm not the same character in Deadfall. He is the same character. It's like a sequel. It is the same character.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a nod to or a laziness thing.
The exact. You take his character
in Deadfall. His name was Eddie. In this movie, his name's Eddie King.
Yeah, Eddie King. Whatever they went his last name.
Yeah.
But it's. I was looking at him like, didn't he do this already? That's why I started looking into it, and I'm like, oh, it's the same guy.
Deadfall's from 1993, and this one's from
2017. He brings it back. I don't remember the fate of Eddie in Deadfall. I don't remember.
Oh, I do.
What happened?
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Face is boiled in a fryer.
No, don't remember that.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gets drowned in hot grease oil in a like French fry fryer.
Oh, so he's just alive again in this movie.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
Makes no sense.
I thought maybe it was supposed to be a prequel, but it doesn't look like it based on the trailer clips.
It can't be because he also dies in this movie. Spoiler.
I die in every movie.
So this is basically just two brothers. One is on the up and up. One is on the low and low. the low and low brother gets in trouble, and the up and up brother has to save him. The main character in this movie is,
so it's basically Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah, kind of. What's his name? Adrian Grenier. Captain Paradise. He was the main star in Entourage. I knew him from somewhere.
Oh.
But he's on the HBO Entourage. It's a fine movie. It only has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's better than that.
4 out of 10 IMDb.
I think it's better than it gives it than what it's given credit for. Some of the action scenes show some promise. Like, they're pretty inventive. They're shot really well. They have there's a lot of gore. And they have some kind of cool, like, slow-mo bits. Which
Nicolas Cage being Eddie King and the other guy, Buddy King, are the only two characters in this that actually have last names in the credits. Nobody else has last names.
No one else does.
Meanwhile, Eddie didn't have a last name in the other movie he was in. Just seems weird.
Yeah. Go figure. But oh, and I think, hold on. There's a guy in this movie called Christopher Coppola. Or sorry, his name is Buddy, played by Christopher Coppola. And I believe, Christopher Coppola.
Yeah, was
the director of Deadfall.
Oh. Yeah, he's Buddy King. So he's related to Eddie King?
He's an older brother, I think.
Okay. And in real life, they're cousins, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah, there's a lot about Christopher Coppola in making Deadfall that Nicolas Cage took advantage of him. And that was part of the prosthetics, is he showed up with that on and no one was allowed to tell them he couldn't do it because he was a Coppola family, right?
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah. There's a couple podcasts I've listened to where they've talked about that stuff.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Like Nicolas Cage's son.
So, yeah. Anyways, interesting. I didn't realize that was him. But
yeah.
Anyways, I gave it in terms of entertainment, like I wasn't bored for the movie, so that's worth something. I don't think it's not really a Nicolas Cage movie, but the parts he was very cagey, so that gave it more points. Anyways, I gave it a C.
Okay.
A solid C. So, yep.
All right.
Next episode will be Vengeance, a Love Story, which you can watch for free on Plex.
Oh.
Like from Plex, not from me, but from Plex. Yeah. I couldn't find another version of that to watch, but hey, if it's on Plex, I'll just watch there.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And you need to watch something
else. I need to watch some Cage. It's not a problem of having things to watch. That I have tons of.
We need to be talking about the same things,
Maybe.
I still need to go back. I'm missing Ant Bully.
We should just get together and watch some things.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. We know that.
We can also watch remotely together.
That's true. We're about to get into the good stuff. This is, I found it hard to get into this section of Cage. Like right from about, I know the last couple movies, like I kind of tore through the last 7 just because I'm like, none of these I'm excited about. I mean, The Trust ended up being like a diamond in the rough kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's just in that weird phase of nothing really interesting.
Just got to get these movies made so I can get my
basically. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of the phase we're in. But once we hit once we hit 2018, you're going to start hitting Mandy. That's when he started hitting his cult status.
Yeah.
So I think from there, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Especially when you hit up to jiu-jitsu up there.
Maybe April needs to be the month of Cage.
Get through all of them. Now I only have how many here? Doesn't tell me how many I selected.
Nope. There's usually a count, but only if there's a value. So you'd have to highlight the names in order to get a count, I think. Yeah. If you highlight the names, you'd get the count of how many you selected.
There. Oops. This is riveting.
You're trying to count how many you need to do still?
How many I have left?
Yeah, good luck.
There, 2.
You could also just take the count that you watched, which is 75, and minus it from the total number there are. But the problem is
this gives me the sum of the cells, which is 211.
Hit the drop down and change it to count.
Okay. 33. 33 more movies to watch by the end of the year. Doable.
That's what you say.
Yeah, as I finish one
at
a time.
47 for me, because I'm 14 less than you right now.
Get on it.
We'll see. I didn't set myself a goal. I'm not stupid.
Gotta have something to strive for, you know?
Yeah, I'll strive for watching movies. At this point, that's striving.
That's striving. Success is moving forward regardless.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty. Well,
riding my 4-wheeler. That's the other.
And riding your 4-wheeler. Yeah.
That's actually a higher goal right now. I'd like to get my money's worth and get ready for the summer. Speaking of which, I did tell you we've got a location to go now in September.
It's true. That's true.
Yep.
I just got to get.
It sleeps 8 people and 2 people outside in a trailer.
I thought we couldn't sleep on site. I thought we had to move off.
We can now, but different, not in the farmhouse and not in the hunting camp, but in my friend's cottage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
His cottage has no hydro and no running water, but it has solar and battery bank, like batteries outside.
Yeah.
That powers the place, so you can use that for like charging your phones and stuff. Not huge draw, but if we have like jackeries to charge, we charge them in the farmhouse, which is just that next house over, and we can shower in the farmhouse and use the bathroom and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this will be the test run for my family thing if we still do it there in October. But my family's being bitches about it, or my brother is. Yeah.
Always someone, right?
All private land, private trails. They've been like logging that property for the last 40 years, just cutting trees down as they die and using it for firewood.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So wait, I don't need a dirt bike for this? My mini bike will be fine?
It depends on the trails. I don't know for sure. A dirt bike would be better.
Of course. But
a mini bike might not work. From the trails I remember, a mini bike would not work. But then again, you might be able to go down the middle. I don't know. And I don't know if there's alternate trails. We used to drive trucks there back in the day, but that's like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's all different now, I'm sure.
It's 20 years ago. They've been driving 4-wheelers there since then.
Gotcha.
And the odd time the tractor would go back and rip out a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
You should just get a dirt bike.
I'm working on it, man.
You're also working on finding a new job.
A lot of things moving on. A lot of moving parts in my life.
And you're getting your teeth fixed as well.
Yeah.
You just need to sell that trailer. You don't even need to finish the trailer. You can just sell it as is.
Which one?
The one that's trash.
Oh yeah. I will be. I'm basically just gonna throw a deck on it.
Let's do it.
And then sell it.
Next weekend? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when I have time.
Well, you're busy. You're gonna be out 4-wheeling next weekend.
Yeah, this coming weekend. But the weekend after is what I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
April 1st weekend or not? No, it's not. It's after that.
It is currently also buried behind about 100 bins. So I have to wait till that clears out, then I can get it out.
Well, you can't quit your job yet.
That's what I mean. It's buried. I got to wait till I can dig it out. So.
Ah, boy.
We're getting there.
Yeah, Easter weekend doesn't work, but the one after that does. Or the one after that looks like it does still. We'll see.
We'll see.
Hit me up. Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Fucking ready to sell.
Yep.
Same with your mini bike and you got that dirt bike to sell, right? Or that motorcycle to sell?
Nope, I didn't. I told you last time I didn't get it.
Last episode. You got it.
Nope, did not get it. They sold it before I got there.
Okay. For some reason I thought you got it. I don't know why.
Nope. Poor me.
That means you have more money in pocket right now.
Well, I spent it on a trailer, so.
Fucking guy. A trailer you clearly didn't need.
But it's such a good deal.
But it folds.
And I've been wanting one forever.
So have I, but.
So. Alrighty, let's cut this out before we start talking about random shit and everyone turns off anyway. So. Happy April Fools, everybody. Thanks for listening.
April Fools, this whole thing was a joke.
Like my life.
Oh.
We'll see y'all in March, April, May. May is the next one.
Wait, that's next month.
May the first be with you. All right, bye.